What's poppin', my people? My name is Carl.
And my name is Max.
Welcome to episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. Man, we got a fun episode coming. Episode 21. This episode can legally drink. We're excited because we're drinking too. Let's go.
Hell yeah, let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them and challenge the listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Hold Us Accountable episode 21.
21, man.
God
Hell
damn.
yeah.
This is Hold Us Accountable.
Maximilian, what's going on, my brother?
We're back in the stoop. What's
Back
going on with
in
you?
the motherfucking
Hold us
stoop.
accountable.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shout out
Yeah,
Decker
man.
Pollinari. Hey, hold us accountable. Woo!
Yeah, dude. Shout out
Hey.
Decker for that beautiful intro.
Oh, yeah,
and
shout out
here
to
we
Decker.
are, man.
Hey,
Here
we're back.
we are.
And we're back.
And that was the word from our sponsors. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Thank you so
this
much
week.
for hanging out with us. Max, how you feeling today, bud?
Good, man. How you feeling? You're back from Vegas. What's up, man?
Back
did you
from
win. Are you buying us a new studio? What's going on?
I'm back from Vegas with a rich heart and a empty pocket.
Empty
my
pocket.
man.
Okay, so the slot machines, blackjack table, they didn't go well for you.
Slot machines, penny slots all weekend long,
Didn't hit a single goddamn thing.
and I still have my Costco card in my wallet, so
That's good.
that's about the only
good.
thing I got. How about your? How
Well,
was your
hey, man.
weekend, amigo?
It was good, man. Did some hiking around Baird's Creek.
Oh.
Yeah, man. It was fun. Drank some beer, hung out.
I tell you what, we could definitely do a trash pickup in Sin City.
Yeah, we definitely need to go back to Baird's Creek, right in our
Oh, yeah.
alley, and go back there because once that snow melted, I was just looking at trash everywhere.
Oh God, so much. To
I
talk
bet
about.
Sin City had quite a bit of trash.
They're a
Real
bunch of
trash,
stinky
human
fuckers.
trash, all kinds of trash out
They're
there.
just beautiful trash out
Beautiful
there,
trash.
man.
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
sitting with a lot of my money.
Right. Oh, I bet.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, not a lot, but
Enough to make you go, fuck you,
It
trash.
shoots,
Shoots,
my goots. They got me again. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable. Me and Max are ready to talk some shit.
Yeah. I don't have you came pretty well prepared.
That's what happens
I
when you
didn't
have a
come
day
too
off.
well prepared today, but I'm prepared to hang out, talk,
It's
and
most prepared you have to be.
have a couple brewtowskis.
Couple thousand. We got a good beer of the week
Yeah,
for
I'm
you
excited
guys
for this
today.
one. This one looks tasty, sounds tasty.
I already had a couple warm-ups.
I had a couple Bush Lights in us to get us lubricated and ready to go, and
Yeah, exactly. Nice and lubricated for this one. But hey, thank you for everybody listening. Max, you say this. Just give them this part today. If you're listening on whatever, give us that. If you're,
we're doing that.
Just do it.
Should
Yeah, why
I
not?
mean, okay, if you're right, yeah. No. Again, thank you to everyone who's been listening and interacting with us on social media and all that fun stuff that we got going on. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please give us a review, rate it, write something. Doesn't have to be anything about the
you
show.
guys fucking suck.
It can be. This show stinks. It can be. You guys sound beautiful. You guys. It doesn't even have to be anything. It can be.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I like the color orange and
Exactly.
give us a star rate. That's all that matters. But anyway, if you want to do that, go ahead.
If you want to do that. Hey, big
it.
shout out to Decker Pollinari for that intro song. Hopefully we'll have that entertainer back on this show
Yeah, he
sooner
was
than
back on
later.
here. That was episode 19. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So.
But yeah. Hey, thanks everybody.
What else? That's about it, man.
That's about it.
No, YouTube. We're on YouTube. I keep
YouTube. Oh yeah.
I always
everybody
forget
has.
this. Go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. I don't know. I think there's just a little blue dot next to our icon when our video's up. So
Yeah. Hold us accountable on YouTube. Hold us accountable on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Haven't made a Twitter. I don't know if people do the Twitty thing anymore, but
Dude, yeah, we need to get more on Twitter, honestly.
yeah, let's get on the Twitter game,
need
baby.
to do
Hey,
that. I don't know.
possible weekly challenge.
Twitter.
Twitter.
I don't know, man.
But hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Oh, it's funny. So on my birthday, I saw the post on the HUA account, Mr. Ladies and Gentlemen himself, Carl Wardlow. I was like, why'd you sit? And I was like, oh yeah, that's about all. So hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on episode 21. We're feeling good. I'm back from Vegas. Me and Max are thirsty.
Yeah.
A couple Busch Lights went down before the show, but we got something way better to drink and to share with y'all, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 21, Beer of the Motherfucking Week.
Let's go.
Max, pour me up some of that shit, Yeah.
I like beer because it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song
India.
to sing, I
Hail.
sing it and beer
Hail.
you bring. I
Citrus.
drink beer when I
India.
am sad.
Bring me a
I
beer.
love beer, it
Hail.
makes
I really,
me
really
glad.
want a beer.
There's nothing left
India.
to say, so
Hail.
let's go drink.
Hey.
Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. It's so
Hey,
Yeah.
I love that.
That's great.
We'll find a new one day. Hey, dude.
Shout out Decker. Hey,
Shout out
Decker.
Hey, so episode 21, Beer of the Week is Oscar Blues Can O Bliss IPA. It is a hazy India Pale Ale.
No, it's a citrus India Pale Ale.
Citrus India Pale Ale, 7.2% alcohol. So we're getting fucking smashed tonight. And so we're coming on, we're going to give you guys a little bit of Packer talk today because there has been some big news in Packer talk. And free agency is right around the corner. 2 days from now, it's
Interesting.
March 15th right now. Free agency starts March
Pretty good.
17th,
I mean,
which is
that's some interesting flavors.
which is St. Patty's Day. So we're going to rate these
like it,
beers
though.
off of Packer free agency pickups. So the best beer in the world would be a Reggie White, and the worst
Yep.
beer would be something like
Hardy Nickerson.
exactly. So we're going to open these up. Max beat me to the point. This is Oscar Blues Cannabis IPA. Cano Bliss.
Can O Bliss. That's CAN-O-BLISS. Can O Bliss IPAs. Oscar's Brewery. Citrus India Pale Ale. Carl's gonna have more about the brewery, but I believe it is out of
First taste, Max. Let me just add, first sip. What do you think? I heard you mumbling over there, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of like, what do you think?
Well, it caught me off guard at first, because it's got a
Oh.
sweeter start than I was expecting.
I have a Busch Light and a Cano Bliss, so
So you have a Can O Bliss and a Can O Bliss.
Cano Bliss Latte Aspiano.
But no,
It's not bad.
it's good. I really like it for the fact that like it's so different that I don't like I appreciate the stall in my like it's not one where I have to stop and be like, oh, what am I tasting? Like that's
hits the
funky.
lips, hits the taste buds right off the bat.
Yeah, it makes me stop and go, oh, what am I drinking? Like that's good. That's different. That's something I can just sip and enjoy. It's not too light or I feel like I could drink too many and because it's a high ABV.
So what is
get
Max
caught
talking
up.
about? Max is talking about the Cano Bliss Hazy. Cano Bliss Hazy
Yeah.
IPA is a 7.2.
Didn't even get to
ABV
finish.
Is
You just got cut off, right?
Wait, all right, we'll
No,
continue.
keep talking about this Cano Bliss. Love it. Great.
So what you want to finish?
I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
Perfect. Cano Bliss Hazy IPA is a hazed out and hopped up IPA brewed with Max, real quick. Give me that word. Strata. Fuck me, Jesus Christ.
Strata.
Who let me graduate high school? Anyway, Candle Bliss Hazy IPA is a hazed out, hopped up IPA brewed with Strata, Cashmere, Enigma.
You're really good at reading.
There's so much words in here. Elutra, Blanc, and Eureka hops packed with flavors of stone fruit, melon, and peach. Just like Oscar Blues, this beer is unfiltered, uncommon, unrestrained. Candle Bliss IPA is part of the rotating Candle Bliss IPA series. I don't know why
I didn't know a single word you just said.
I don't either, so
All
hopefully
I heard
whoever's
was
listening.
Candle Bliss series.
So while we're drinking this and thinking of our rating, I explained what we're rating this off. Yes, I did, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Packer
free
free
agents,
agents.
Packer free agents, free agency is coming up. Action's about to start popping off. We got a little bit of Packer talk, so we're gonna do this off Packer free agents, the best and the worst. And while we're thinking of that, unless Max needs to get any words in before I interrupt him and he gets upset again, you want to talk about anything before I talk about Oscar Blue history, or?
No, man. Nah, I think you appreciate when I let you talk, so that's all I'm saying.
Oh, hey, I do appreciate that too. So shut the fuck up over there. Let me talk.
No. I think, all right, real quick. So this is what I'm gonna be thinking about, cause this is a beer that you have to like let it kind of marinate a little bit. And you have to, it's not like an instantaneous success.
Let it sit on the tongue for a little bit.
So it's not like an instant success. So I got to think of a free agent that was kind of a little bit more.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to just show you guys the can so you can see what's popping.
Yeah, good call. It's a really cool can. And so I'm trying to think of a free agent that, like, he might not have, like, paid off like immediately, but just eventually you're like, oh man, like that guy, that's a dude like we're really glad we had, because we needed a guy like him, in the long run.
And it's hard, like I looked up before, and I'll share the history behind Oscar Blues after this, but I looked up, like, obviously Packers top 10 free agencies in the history, top 10 worst, but I never really considered, looked at, like, in between, like, 8 free agencies we've gotten who, like, gave us a little bit but didn't get, I never looked at that middle ground. I kind of looked at, like, the worst and the best. So we'll have to do a little bit of
we'll have to do a little digging
investigating,
because I think there are some Packer free agents from back in, like, the 90s that I think, maybe helped contribute to the Packers Super Bowl runs that they went on.
Yeah.
But, like, I just, right off the top of my head, can't think of those players. So, yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a look at some lists and try to figure out. Because this is I'm not going to lie, this is one of the more complex beers I feel like I've had. It's just different.
It is. It's like
citrus IPA. Because I feel like a hazy IPA is kind of citrusy in a way. Well, and you said this is a hazy IPA.
Yeah,
right?
I think
they classified it too, but the can says citrus, so that's why.
And you know what? Okay, what I have been learning, like, we've been mostly doing, like, IPAs, different IPAs. It's like strongly what we've done.
There's so many different kinds of beer.
I've drank plenty of IPAs before him, but I never really kind of categorized the differences, like hazy IPAs, just IPA, indie IPAs, or American IPAs.
Right.
But now that we drink a lot of them, like, I'm kind of starting to pick out, like, hazy IPAs are always, like, a little more mellow, a little, like, less hoppy tart, I guess, like a little more fruity, smooth.
Yeah, they start off a little smoother and then finish with that hop.
And then you got your, like, traditional IPA, which are pretty, like, hard, heavy, hoppy, like a fucking, god damn it, a Sierra Nevada IPA, like a
sure.
torpedo or something,
Yep,
like something like that,
yep.
where it's hard hitting. But we've been doing a lot of like hazy IPAs.
We have been doing a lot of hazy IPA.
And I think the reason why is because I think we enjoy a hazy IPA, which
They
I think I've.
Because they're a very good blend of just like, of that just kind of mellow start, and then you end and you're just like, oh, that's some tart. That kind of kicked the back of my throat pretty good right there, you know, and it's just a nice beer to sip and not really like, I don't want to say like, well, like for what we're doing here, we're not trying to drink a lot. We're not trying to drink a ton and get drunk. We're just trying to hang out, have fun, enjoy some beer, and I feel like
Hazy
they're a little
IPA.
stronger, but the hazy IPA has been the beer we have enjoyed just kind of sipping. Well, and I shouldn't say sipping, but you know what I mean, just like
slamming.
Yeah.
Slamma-jamma.
No, but they go a long way.
Yeah.
A can
100%.
goes a long way. Whereas I feel like one of these is like 1.5 Busch Lights.
You know
Or
what?
no, or
And
even like 2.5.
I think I got mine for this because I don't know. It's kind of a hard one. The Packers have gotten a lot of good free agencies. Like, it goes from, we got Willie Wood out of free agency. We got fucking
So one I originally thought of, but I just see this beer's a little bit not flashy's not the right word. A little bit more. So let's get Ryan Pickett stuck out, defensive tackle.
Oh yeah.
This beer isn't a defensive tackle though, to me. This beer is like a beer that sticks out more than a defensive tackle.
I think I'm going to say mine.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm going to go with Julius Peppers on this can of
Okay,
Bliss. And for
sure.
the reason why, like, Oscar Blues, I love Oscar Blues. I have a lot of I've tasted a lot of their beers, and a lot of their beers are very fantastic. And this Citrus India Pale Ale is good. I don't think it is compared to the levels of their other beers that I've tried, but it's good. And Julius Peppers, when he came in, Julius Peppers came from a background. Julius Peppers was the best back in the day, like through the Panthers. He was he's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
But when we got him, he was a little older. But he came in and he put in the work, and he held that position as the defensive end. He was still making plays for the Packers when he came in.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, that's kind of what this beer is like, it's not the best of what this company has produced through the time, but when it came to me, it's good, and I can ride with it, but it's not the best. I don't know. It's a Julius Peppers Packers to me. It's not a Julius Peppers for the Panthers. Julius Peppers for the Panthers, that would be a Hall of Fame beer. So to me, this is Julius Peppers
Right.
beer.
I gotcha. I'm going a little bit. I'm going same position group ish, but I'm going a little bit different reasoning.
Okay.
I am going. I'm going Santana Dotson. All right. Or no. I'm sorry. Not Santana Dotson. Wait. I said the wrong. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm going with Sean Jones, defensive end.
Give
for
me
the
some
Green Bay Packers
background
in
on Sean
1994.
Jones.
Defensive end Sean Jones was a big pickup for the Packers in 1994, giving a team a strong pass rusher on the opposite side of the line from future Hall of Famer Reggie White. And to me, that's the biggest thing with this beer.
Oh, yeah, he was on the other hand.
It's underrated. It's not underrated, excuse me. It catches you by surprise. You go, oh, yeah, that's a good, okay, yeah, that's a good beer. Whereas Sean Jones, you go, oh, he played opposite Reggie White, and he was. Oh yeah, he was a good pass rusher. Yeah,
I like
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
here.
Okay. Yeah, they did need a guy opposite Reggie White to keep Reggie White free
It's a
of
complimenting kind
right,
of beer.
It's a compliment. It's not a beer. Then I'm gonna go and get every week or crave or.
It's not that type of beer that's gonna get a sack every week. It's
Right.
not the type of beer that's gonna shut down every week, but it's gonna hold its own.
Yep,
it's gonna hold its
own when you do call upon it. It's gonna be damn tasty. It's gonna be good.
I appreciate that.
You know, you need it opposite. It's like one of those. It's like a good contrast. Like I've been going real light lately. I need something a little bit heavier, but still a little bit of that light flavor. Change it up a little bit. Boom, right here.
But hey, I will say one of my favorite names for a beer, the can look.
Yeah, I agree.
Top 10 Can of Bliss IPA series, beautiful.
Dude,
so
yeah, when we were walking through the store, the beer aisle, I saw the case for it, and I was like, "Whoa, that's a funky looking case." But we just kind of kept walking around because I didn't see the name.
And as soon as we went back, you're like, "Yo, dude, I saw this right as we got into the store, right as we headed through the beer aisle."
Yeah, because it's just like a funky swirly looking can. It's a cool can.
It is. So we are drinking the Can of Bliss IPA series by Oscar Blues, and while Max is chomping down the information on the computer, I will give you a little background on Oscar Blues, which I want to tell you guys. I'm a very big Oscar Blues fan. Very, very big Oscar Blues fan. First time I had Oscar Blues was me and my brother when I was 18. We both quit our jobs. My brother was 28. We drove out to Idaho, and we happened to stop at a campground, grabbed a case of beer, and Oscar Blues, I think it was their pale ale or one of their like most famous beers. My brother just grabbed a case. We had it while we were camping, and like that turned into our favorite beer the whole trip.
So did you know about this? Did Tom?
No, Tommy didn't know either. We it was going to the grocery store. We grabbed something, headed to the campsite, drank a case of Oscar Blues. It was one of their original beers, and after that, all we were looking for through the whole trip was, yo, let's get more Oscar Blues.
Yeah, okay.
And I didn't really know that it trickled down to Green Bay. You know, because there's you'll find different brews around the states.
Right.
And you can't necessarily find those in your hometown. But this is one, when you pointed this out today, I was like, oh, it's fucking Oscar Blues, man. That's sweet.
Yeah.
So my first Oscar Blues, it was the Dale's Pale Ale. That was it's a year-round. It's probably one of their most famous beers. So Dale's Pale Ale by Oscar Blues. That was the beer me and Tommy picked up, got hammered on at a campsite somewhere in the Bliss. Yeah, and so when we saw that, when you pointed this out, I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. So let me tell you a little bit about Oscar Blues. So a pioneer in craft beer space, Oscar Blues was the first brewery to stuff craft beer into a can in 2002.
Okay, so you read this. You told this to me before the show, and I was very confused. So I want you to read that again.
A pioneer in craft beer space, Oscar Blues was the first brewery to stuff craft beer into a can in 2002.
Okay. So when I first heard this, I'm just thinking stuffed craft beer into a can. And I didn't, obviously my head went right to, okay, they're canning beer, right? But then it was like, wait a minute. They okay, maybe, I was like, 2002, that was the first time craft beer was in a can. So then I was like, okay, maybe stuffed means something else.
That's what I'm saying, because this got me so this is on the Oscar Blues website. This is the first brewery to stuff craft beer into a can.
Let's see what happens.
So
when we
can you
type
look
it.
that up? And I'm going to continue.
Yeah.
So starting with Dale's Pale Ale, that was the first Oscar Blues beer I've had. The original craft beer in a can. Oscar Blues brand was a mainstay on the shelves of your local store ever since establishing itself as a symbol of independent craft beer. Since those scrappy beginnings in Lyons, Colorado, our story has evolved, and it's time for our look to evolve with it. With new releases like 1Y 100-calorie hazy IPA and Rosé for Days, you may have noticed a few changes to the designs you're used to. The new look embodies the spirit of Oscar Blues, bold, brash, inspiring, with stars and stripes flanking a badge brewery logo. The badge, a seal of adventure, retains the funky font styling of Oscar Blues, beginning as a music-centric brew pub, locked within a crest of craft brew credibility. We have big things planned for 2020. Join us in the next step of Oscar Blues history as updated packaging rolls out for our bold, fresh beers. Stay tuned for more details. So that's like what's just going on with Oscar Blues. I mean, they're younger. I'm younger. I'm older than them. I mean, they're pretty fresh brew crew, I guess you could say. But I'm still stuck on the whole.
So I saw one
craft beer and
I saw one website from a news article that had the story on Oscar Blues was the first brewery to can craft beer, but half of the article was like cut in half. It was just cut in half, so I could only read like it would get through half the sentence, and then half of it would be gone, and then it would just pick up. But
so
anyway,
I just want everybody to know that like we're just reading off sources we got on the internet. This isn't.
So yeah, we're trying to figure out what it means. Not what it means, but
the rebirth of canned beer. There you go.
Beer in a can. It has a decade-old image, problem. Bland, mass-produced, and metallic tasting. Now craft brewers are trying to do for canned beer what New World winemakers did for screw caps more than a decade ago, writes Megan Lane. Okay.
I go to the pioneers of canned craft beer.
Yeah, so the pioneers of canned craft beer. So 1991, Mid-Coast Brewing Company launched cans of Chief Oshkosh Red Lager. Its ad copy emphasized the use of cans to protect delicate flavors. 1992 switched to bottles after consumer resistance. 1994 Mid-Coast Brewery folded. So,
Okay.
So 2001 Canada's Yukon Gold Craft Brewery put its lager into cans as this was the container of choice in the province. 2002, Colorado's Oscar Blues began canning its beer, the first U.S. craft brewer to re-embrace the can.
So it's kind of the one that it was the one who instated the canned craft beer.
Yeah, so, and it sounds like, well, see, and the first one, 1991, that was a lager. That wasn't a craft beer.
So this
2002.
isn't phony shit. This is real shit.
Well, and it's not even that I thought it was phony,
No,
but
I kind of did.
but you can, I mean, lessons learned from a great man. You can make a kind of anything, any news headline, or you can create anything in your favor if you're trying to advertise for it. If there's a brewery out there that wanted to say they were the first to do something, I'm sure there's a way or whatever. I'm sure there's a way they could finagle it. So that's why I was like, what do they mean by? Because when they said stuffed cans, I thought they were being tricky with something, being like, no, we stuffed the cans. We didn't can cans. We stuffed the cans. You know, it was like one of those things. Yeah. So that's what I was confused about. But
so hey, we're drinking a beer brand that was
we're drinking a legendary brewery right here. This is beer from a legendary brewery.
Hell yeah!
I mean, to be
Cano Bliss IPA,
and the cool thing is, I mean, the in 1991, people said it was they used the can thing because they wanted to protect the flavors, but then people just were like, nah, we don't like it. So I mean, that brewery sounded like it might have been onto something, but then they just couldn't sell enough of it, and then 10 years later, another brewery comes along and embraces it and makes it their own, and really
good for
really,
Oscars.
Yeah, good for them, good for us. Now that we're drinking it,
good for us.
Who would have known back in 2002? Shoots,
I was fucking 5 years old.
Yeah,
I was probably having one
9 years ago. Yeah,
I was probably sipping on one. You know, fuck it.
Get a can.
But hey, we rated
this. It would have been a bottle though.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a bottle. But hey, we're rating our beer of the week this week off Free Agents. Max gave it a
Sean Jones.
I gave mine a Julius Peppers. This is the Cano Bliss IPA series by Oscar Blues, and this is
delicious.
Yes, it is, my friend. But don't worry, we're not done with beer talk yet.
Oh no.
We got more coming.
I like beer 'cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, 'cause the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer.
It's an Oscar Blues!
Beer is good! Beer is good! It's stuff!
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
So, I messaged Max earlier today. And I said, it would be cool to add on to our Beer of the Week segment. And, my first thought was, let's do a little history of, like, brewing. Tell a story of different breweries in the past. Or, like, people who've kind of trailblazed for the brewing community. But then I was like, it'd be cooler if we just did a short segment of beer history of the day, or like in this day in beer history.
This day in beer history.
There you go. Thank you, Max. In this day in beer history.
This day in beer history.
On this day in beer history.
Yeah, that works too. Just as long as it's in beer history. The in is second.
Exactly. So,
on this day in beer history.
See?
On this day in beer history.
I hope it keeps playing. Oh, damn it. I wanted to just keep going.
So, we're going to do a little on this day.
Can I hear that again?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, before you play it. On this day in beer history.
On this day in beer history.
That's our new segment, folks. On this day in beer history. So after we do our beer of the week, we break it down. We give our ratings for this week. We're going to go into a little bit of beer history on this
day in beer history.
Yeah.
So, on this day
I got to get a great idea to you, man. That is brilliant to come up with. I don't know how we never thought of this sooner.
This is a great idea.
I'm so glad you thought of it.
I mean, there's something happening.
Can you get your applause button up?
Yeah, let me get one. I mean, there's always...
we need an applause.
There's always something happening in beer history. But, I mean, Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Mr. Ladies and Gentlemen. Good job. Mr. Ladies and Gentlemen himself coming through with the brilliant idea.
I appreciate that. So, what happened on this day in beer history?
I don't know. Tell me, Mr. Ladies and Gentlemen.
On this day in 1935, Godfrey Kroger Brewing Company of Richmond, Virginia, delivered 2,000 cans of Kruger's finest beer and Kruger's cream ale to the beer drinking public. It was the first time an American brewery, it was the first time that an American brewery offered beer in cans. I almost got that out slick. So on this day in 1935, fuck you, Max. God damn it. On this day in 1935 was the first time they ever delivered beer in cans. They ever offered beer in cans. Fuck you, Max. Cool fact. Cool fact.
No, that's I really like that fact.
And this will come into play later. And I also have a little beer history talk if Max will let me do this without making me fucking laugh because I don't know how to read. So yeah, Kruger. I feel like I've heard of Kruger.
Yeah, he's a grocery store.
Oh God, good for him.
He's in grocery stores.
He's in grocery.
He might be a grocery store. I don't know. I just see his Kruger brands everywhere.
Yeah, but on this day in beer history, they were the first ones to deliver beer in a can. So I'm gonna give you another little bit of beer history. And this little segment is women dominated beer brewing until they were accused of being witches. Strict gender norms and fears of witchcraft punished them out of centuries-long tradition. So let me share this with you. What do witches have to do with your favorite beer? When I pose these questions to students in my American literature and culture classes, I receive stunned silence or nervous laughs. The Sanderson sisters didn't chung down bottles of Sam Adams in Hocus Pocus, but the history of beer points to a not-so-magical legacy of transatlantic slander and gender roles. Up until the 1500s, brewing was primarily women's work.
What are we talking about?
I'm telling the story about the witch brewers.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Who were not witch brewers, but they were called witch brewers. So up until the 1500s,
thanks, buddy.
brewing was primarily a women's work. That is until a smear campaign accused women brewers of being witches. Much of the iconography. Max, come here quick. This word right here. That one. Iconography we associate with witches today, from the pointy hat to the broom, may have emerged from their connection to female brewers. So a routine household task. Humans have been drinking beer for almost 7,000 years, and the original brewers were women. From the Vikings to the Egyptians, women brewed beer both for religion, ceremonies, and to make a practical, calorie-rich beverage for the home. In fact, the nun Hilgrid von Bingen, who lived in the modern-day Germany, famously wrote about hops in the 12th century and added the ingredient to the beer recipe. From the Stone Age to the 1700s, ale and later beer was a household staple for most families in England and other parts of Europe. The drink was inexpensive. It was an inexpensive way to consume and preserve grains. For the working class, beer provided an important source of nutrients, full of carbohydrates and proteins. Because the beverage was such a common part of the average person's diet, fermenting was for many women one of their normal household tasks.
This is so interesting. For real.
Some enterprising women took this household skill to a marketplace and began selling the beer. Widows or unmarried women use the fermentation process to earn some extra money, while married women partner with their husbands to run their own beer businesses. So at this point, we come to exiling women from the industry.
Yeah, how did it happen? Because it sounded like they were kind of at the forefronts of it.
So let me tell you. So if you travel back in time to the Middle Ages or the Renaissance and went to a market in England, you'd probably see an oddly familiar sight. Women wearing tall, pointy hats. In many instances, they'd be standing in front of a big cauldron. But these women were no witches. They were brewers.
Okay.
They wore the tall, pointy hat so the customers could see them in the crowded marketplace. They transported brew in cauldrons, and those who sold their beer out of the stores had no cats, not as demon familiars, but they keep mice away from the grain. So the cauldrons kept the rodents and everything away from the grain and everything they were brewing.
The cats.
Exactly. Some argue the
Not the cauldrons. You said the cauldrons keep the mice away.
yes, they do.
The cauldrons.
They transported their brew in cauldrons, and those who sold their beer out of the stores had cats. Not okay. I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, whatever you want to say.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Fucker.
But
some argue that what was that? Iconography. Iconography we associate with the witches, from their pointy hats to the cauldrons, originate from women working as master brewers.
That's so interesting.
Just as women were establishing their foothold in the beer market of England, Ireland, and the rest of Europe, the Reformation began. The fundamentalist religious movement, which originated in the early 16th century, preached stricter gender norms and condemned witchcraft. Male brewers saw an opportunity to reduce their competition in beer trade. These men accused female brewers of being witches and using their cauldrons to brew up magic potions instead of booze. Unfortunately, the rumors took hold. Over time, it became more dangerous for women to practice brewing and sell beer because they could be misidentified as witches. At the time, being accused of witchcraft wasn't just a social fox. It could result in prosecution or a death sentence. Women accused of witchcraft were often ostracized in the communities, imprisoned, or even killed. Holy shit. Some men didn't even believe that women brewers were witches. However, many believed that women shouldn't be spending their time making beer. The process took time and dedication, hours to prepare the ale, sweep the floors, and lift heavy bundles of rye and grain. If women couldn't brew ale, they would have significantly more time to raise their children. In the 1500s, some towns, such as Chester, England, actually made it illegal for most women to sell beer, worried that the young alewives would grow up into old spinsters.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. It's so fucked up our time used to be. So, men still run the show. The iconography. I don't know why that never clicks in my brain. Iconography of the witches with their pointy hats and cauldrons has endured, as has men's domination of the beer industry. The top 10 beer companies in the world, headed by male CEOs, have mostly male board members. Major beer companies have tended to portray beer as a drink for men. Some scholars have even gone as far as calling beer ads manuals of masculinity. The gender bias seems to persist in small craft breweries as well. A study of Stanford University found that while 17% of craft breweries have one female CEO, the 4% of the businesses employ a female brewmaster and expect supervisors to oversee the brewing process. I guess this is the end. It doesn't have to be this way. For much of history, it wasn't. Oh, that was the end. So it doesn't have to be this way. For much of history, it wasn't.
Yeah, that is quite the article. It's so interesting just to think how, because it's so true that when you think of beer, you think of men. You think of men drink it, men make it, and for some reason, like, for whatever reason, women just are never thought of, and it's not from the commercials you see, it's always men in the commercials. It's always men in the advertisements for beer. So it's not like it's not a conscious decision to think men or women don't drink beer, because I know plenty of women that drink beer and love beer, but it's just in all of the advertisement there's no women in it virtually. Women are always in the seltzer commercials or the wine commercials, but they're never in beer commercials. So it is weird that it started with women, that the beer making started with women. And I shouldn't even say weird. It's just that what's the word? Because it's not weird. It's something I never would have thought of, that women started basically the beer making industry. It's not weird. It's what's the word? It's surprising. Surprising, I guess, would be, because you think beer, you think grain farms. They're men plowing fields and taking the grain, and
that was the whole problem back then, where like they had all these women who started this and were doing it for the men, for the community, but then the women got smart and they were like, hey, I can make a fucking living off this, and then I can like the people who were making the living were the widows, were the people who so they started manufacturing this for other people, and then when the men started seeing like, oh wow, they're making money off this, let's take this shit away from them.
Bethel down there
exactly
making more money than I am.
So it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. But I mean, humans are complicated people and complicated things, and whatever is bigger, stronger is just gonna come out, usually figure out a way to make its way to the top. And in our and then in the human situation, the male
at times.
I'm just saying. From history. I'm not saying
no,
it's right or wrong.
No, in history, you're right. In history,
shown this, and I think we need to.
They saw something that a woman could have had the higher end on, and they took it from.
And they were stronger in whatever way, not even physically. They could have been stronger in social ties.
Yeah,
they could have figured out ways to finagle the woman's business away from them because they were just socially stronger. And that's what I mean, because in that times, just men had more power, and I don't think that's right. I'm just saying that's how it was.
Well, no, that's the fucked up part about not men in general, but like the human. I mean, I guess, but like the women had an uphand, where the men were like, "Hey, make me my fucking beer, brew it for me." And then once they started seeing it being successful, okay, well, I'll take that from you real quick. Hey.
But, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get too deep in.
We're going to be so deep this
But I don't even know if that's a man-woman thing. I just think it's a power thing. Like,
definitely a man-woman thing. Power is...
No, but if a weaker person, let's say Joe Schmo was the first person to brew beer, and he was making a shit ton of money, but John Smith was like, hey, I can take that business away from him.
But what it took back in the day is if John Smith was richer than Joe Schmo.
That's what I'm saying.
It's either you're rich or you're a man.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
just, it's not even like well, all men were just rich. There were no like rich women
Yeah.
back then.
No.
Really, realistically, sure there were, but but realistically, no. It was like men had the power, money.
But also a big thing in this article is talking about not only because it wasn't necessarily because they would make more money. It was taking more time away from the women doing the household chores. That's what it became.
Right. So then they said, "Oh, hey, you go back in the house. Get back in there, you crazy women. What are you doing having all this free time? You get back in there."
Exactly. It was fucking. So
That's crazy. I mean, it's like, oh, I never would have thought about it. You never think about it. It's just something you don't think about. And
no,
then
it's not.
And then when you stop and think about it, you try to wrap your head around it, and you talk like I do, and you're just kind of going in circles, not really making sense out of anything because you're just like, what is going on?
You've never been a white man in the fucking Renaissance, like
The Renaissance. Well, that was
or like way back in the day. I mean,
whatever time that took place. Who knows?
I mean,
think
they
that
said
was,
even through the Renaissance,
yeah.
that's what it took. I mean, but hey, if it weren't for if it weren't for women brewmasters, we wouldn't be having us a can of Bliss IPA, Easy Day IPA. But hey, that was hell of a beer talk.
Hell of a beer talk.
I think we come back to this on this day in beer history.
Yeah, I think we do it
Maybe
again
tell
for
a
sure.
little story. Do a little this, do a little that. But in the meantime, Oscar Blues.
Oscar Blue.
Can of Bliss. It is an IPA. It's a citrus India pale ale.
It's good. I drink beer because
I'm already drunk.
If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad.
8:42, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking get jiggy with it.
Nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer.
Episode 21.
Can of Bliss is delish.
Yeah. Max!
All right, man.
What's poppin'?
That was that was a long beer segment.
Holy shit, I know, man.
I just got so wrapped up in it, and all of a sudden I look down. We've already been here for like an hour.
Holy fuck.
Man, we could almost do like a whole podcast just on beer. We could almost start a beer podcast. We honestly could probably start a beer. Like if we took our podcast and just broke them up into 3 parts. We could have a beer podcast, a Hold Us Accountable podcast, and a Packer podcast. We could have 3 separate podcasts.
But why not put them all together?
But we just put them all together.
Why not just smush them together? All right, so let's talk.
I love it.
Let's pop it off. Let's talk some.
Let's talk weekly challenge,
Weekly
man.
challenge.
How'd you do? We were doing different workouts for a week, so every day do a different workout for a week.
Hell yeah.
We didn't really put like limits or
No.
rules to it. It was basically just if you do a different workout every day for a week, that's pretty much what we'll do.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So we got jiggy with it.
So yeah, what'd you do? Break it down for me. I think you kept a pretty good journal.
Yeah. So Tuesday night after the show or in the morning, I woke up. I did just looked up on YouTube 10-minute ab workout. So I did a
Nice.
There's plenty of them to find on YouTube. So I did
For
a
sure.
10-minute ab workout. And then Wednesday I did shoulder workout with resistant bands.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of simple little ab or shoulder workouts. Thursday, that was the day I flew out.
Yep.
So I just took a longboard ride in the morning, did a little hike.
Nice.
And then Friday, day I got into Vegas, I just did push-ups, some crunchies, and some body squats.
Nice.
Kept it easy just because I was out there.
That's a good trifecta.
And then Saturday, we were in Vegas. We took a little walk downtown, a little bit. So I did, I just put Vegas walk. So I walked the strip.
Nice.
Then I did
okay.
jumping jacks, abs, and push-ups, just, trying to fit something in
Another
my...
good trifecta.
Yeah, and then when I got home, light band curls, crunchies, and then just airport madness. So I was just fucking basically walking, running through the airport. And then today I frothed and cleaned my house.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, through the travels, I tried to just fit shit in that I could, but it was
Hell yeah.
it was great. I like this challenge.
Felt good?
Yeah, because like in the airport, just gave me something to do.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. So kept me on top of my shit.
You were doing workouts not workouts, but like
crunchies and push-ups
in the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you, man.
Yeah, just
Good
little shit. Yeah,
Good
little
shit.
shit. So, what about you?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I did. I didn't keep a journal quite like you, but let's see. Let's see if I can remember. Tuesday, I worked out, so I did like weight training. I don't remember exactly like what muscle groups I worked Tuesday. That maybe would have been shoulders and arms, I believe. And then let's see, Wednesday I probably would have done chest and back. So I did another weight training, different muscle group.
Yeah.
Do you count that? Oh, I also did like the elliptical in the morning.
Count these all.
Elliptical in the morning.
Tried the elliptical. Didn't work for me.
No.
5 minutes till I got.
Okay, I noticed for me, did you notice like one leg would get more sore during your elliptical run than the other, and that's what threw you off?
You know what's weird for me is like my dominant leg is my right leg, but I longboard a lot and I push with my left.
Okay.
So like my right leg during workouts get more heavy workouts than my left do.
Okay.
So I that's kind of why.
So you're pretty balanced, is what you're thinking.
That kind of longboarding does kind of balance me out because I do opposites.
Because for me with the elliptical, that's what I noticed really threw me off the start. Cause I'd be like, my right leg is really sore right now. But then I realized like I was putting all my weight on my
That's
right.
your dominant
That's
leg.
My dominant.
You're probably just working.
So then I had
more.
to. So now I'm like trying to It's almost like I'm relearning how to like step balanced. Yeah. Like 2 seconds left leg, 2 seconds right. You know,
but it's hard on the elliptical. Like it's like
tricky.
Yeah.
But it is something different. You know, it's something new to do. So I did that. Did weight training stuff. I did it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday I did like elliptical and push-ups. So like Friday I think I did 100 push-ups. Saturday I did a hike. Sunday I did upper body weight training.
Okay.
And today I did elliptical and an ab workout in the morning.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, I did it, got it in. Wasn't perfect, wasn't exactly the way I had it planned, but
yeah, that's the same with me. We came into this I remember catching myself on a couple days where it's like, oh shit, I haven't done nothing.
Right.
But then that's a beautiful thing about YouTube where it's like I could clock anything in I want to do a shoulder workout.
Yeah.
With bands.
Yep.
And you can find whatever. So
anything you need.
I don't have dumbbells or nothing. I have bands and I have pull-up bar. That's all I got.
And the other thing, there no excuses too with the internet and YouTube.
Exactly,
and shit.
man.
No excuses. There's no reason to be like, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know how to Google something.
Yeah.
You don't know how to go to YouTube and YouTube something.
And I remember on Thursday when I was going through the airport, I woke up, I did a couple small workouts, then we were rushing through the airport, and I remember telling Lexi, I was like, I missed my workout. And she's like, we just hiked a mile through the airport. It's got to count for something. I'm like, yeah, I guess it does.
And
actually.
with bags and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Airport. Dude,
airport travel is a fucking tough one, man.
Especially, I don't know. I don't do it often. I'm going to be doing it later this week, and I'm not looking forward to it at all.
That's weird with me, because, this is the weird, Lexi's parents live in Vegas, so we've been out there for probably 6 times in the past 12 months.
Yeah,
so we've been out there.
Traveled there quite a bit.
And I used to love traveling. And planes used to not give me anxiety And the more I've been traveling, the more anxiety I've been getting on planes, dude. Like,
it's like
I'm about to go to Florida in 3 weeks. You're about to go to Florida in 2 days.
it's like when you only do it, like, I don't know, once every 5 years.
It's exciting.
It's like, what? There's nothing going to happen because what the odds of once every 5 years and I'm flying on the plane that crashes, like, that's the odds of that are like 1 in a trillion.
And that's
or
funny,
whatever.
yeah, because one of my coworkers I work with, he's a pilot, and he is getting his license to be a commercial pilot.
Yeah.
And I had talked to him, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Vegas again. I'm nervous. You know, just the flights make me nervous." And he looked at me. He's like, "If they put on the news all the car crashes that go on through a year, you would never drive your car."
Oh, for sure.
And he's like, flying in a plane's like the safest, especially a commercial plane. It's like the safest. And then I talked to him. I was like, well, like the turbulence, like it fucking tweaks me out. And he's like, it's wind, man. Yeah. He's like, that's all it is. And so I think through this flight, after him saying that to me, I was like, it's just wind. It's not a big deal, like, you know, but it still makes me fucking nervous being all that feet in the air.
Yeah, and when you don't do it that often, turbulence has like, oh, it's like a roller coaster. It's like, woo, woo, woo. What was that?
I know.
Ooh, little But when you do it, like, when you start to do it more frequently than you used to, every little bump is like, oh, is this gonna take the plane down? Is this the one? Is this? Am I gonna be the one? You know, it's like, is that wind gonna take the wing off? Is the wing falling off? Like,
and it's such a stupid like amount of anxiety. It's like there's no need for it. There really isn't. Like, turbulence is a part of the flight. That's, you know, like you drive a car, you get hit by wind. You're doing that on. It's the same with a plane, but the thing about a plane is there's no other car coming right at you. Like, it's safer than, I don't know.
It is.
I just get nervous as fuck when I do it.
Dude, I don't blame you, and that's why I think a lot. I mean, dude, that you hear all the people who are just like, oh, I get on the plane, I pop some pill, and I just pass out, and I wake up, and we're there, and it's no problem. And I feel like that's why they do it, because they don't want to just every bump in your head. What was that?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. If like on my takeoff, I'll drink before a flight.
Well, yeah.
I'll definitely drink before a flight. That's like self-medication. Like, I don't like taking Xanax. I don't like taking shit like that. It's not my forte.
Sure,
but I'll have a couple beers just to make me go to bed. Like,
cool the nerves a little bit.
I have gotten more anxious the more I've flown. And I've flown a lot in the past, like, how many months. But
yeah.
But on the way home, I ate a couple vitamin gummies, you know, got myself nice and, but that plane started rumbling. I was fucking clenched looking at everybody like,
well, that's the thing about those vitamin gummies sometimes, man. They make you think too much. Sometimes they make you go,
much.
You get the brain working too heavy, and you're just like, the motor's falling off, the wing's falling off. Fuck.
It's funny because right before I went on, I listened to Leo DiCaprio gave us an interview with David Letterman.
Oh, you're on like short-term name basis now, huh? Leo DiCaprio.
Leo.
Me
Isn't
and
that his
Leo.
name? Me and Leo, you know, me and Leo were talking.
Leo were just fucking
but he was,
it.
Right before I went on the flight, I watched
me and Leo D, we were having a slice of pea, and we were just
you know,
saying,
me and Leo D, you know, was it Titanic? I don't fucking
we were
know.
just having a slice of pie, and I said, hey, yo, Leo D, hey, yo.
So, yeah, I did that.
Fucking stupid.
Fucking hate you. But no.
This is stupid.
No, I was listening to an interview with Leo D, you know, my boy. And he was talking, he's like, yeah, I was just flying on a plane one day, you know, I was flying on a fucking plane one day, and the engine blew up. That was the first thing I watched right before I got on this flight. So the whole time, I got the fucking window seat. I was looking at the engine for 4 hours. Anything that went by it, I was like, you guys see that? Hey, Leo D.
Plane wobbled a little bit.
Hey, but I'm not going to lie, smoothest landing ever. Oh, this pilot was on his shit.
The landings have been getting smoother and smoother lately. I don't know. I'll be flying later this week, so I'll let you know.
Yeah.
What are you laughing?
You're going out to Florida, huh?
What are you laughing at?
Just fucking you cunt.
What did I
Oh,
do?
shoot, I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's staying in. You said it. I'm not editing.
So where are you going to Florida?
Why are
In
you
Florida?
laughing at me? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Tell me what I did.
Fuck you.
Did I cut you off?
No, you didn't.
What did I do?
So where are you going in Florida?
No, tell me what I did, fucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 21 of Holds Accountable. Max
Ladies
is
and
a
gentlemen,
dick.
what the fuck? Why? What did I?
I don't know, Max. So
Yeah,
where are you
I'm
going in
to
Florida? Oh.
We're going to Dadeland.
It's too early in the show for us.
Yeah,
We're gonna be sad. All right, Dayland.
Dadeland.
Dayland.
Hey, it's my buddy's bachelor party basically, but it's March Madness, so the NCAA tournament's going on.
It's in Dayton. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Isn't it in Florida or something?
No. Okay, Dayton is in Ohio.
Oh.
Dayton, Ohio.
Good for Ohio.
I got what you're saying.
Okay.
Dadeland is there's Dadeland. No. I'm on your wavelength, man. I get what you're saying. But you are a fucking idiot. Anyway, so we're going down, and basically we're just gonna be watching the tournament in Florida on a beach for 3 days.
Where are we in this tournament?
So all the conferences, so like the Big Ten, the Pac-12,
and their championships.
SEC, ACC, they just had their tournaments. So that's what all the tournaments were going on, like CBS and ESPN. It was the conference tournaments.
Okay.
So whoever won the their conference tournament got an automatic bid. So you could take last place in the regular season, like in just the normal games. You could go 0-16 or 0-20, but then win your conference tournament, and you're in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So if you're 0-20 and you make it all the way to the championship game of your conference tournament and you lose, you're still not going to make it to the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So
see what you're
it's
saying.
like a last shot for any team that is right on the verge of making it or not making it. It's the last shot for teams to get a higher seed or a lower seed in the tournament. So it's a fun. The conference tournaments are fun. It's like a fun little build up to the big tournament, and me and my buddy, who it's his bachelor weekend, we've been buddies since college, and this weekend has always probably been one of our top 3 favorite weekends of the year.
Is it a fan of the show?
Fan of the show,
That
man.
It's his bachelor party?
Yeah, his bachelor party.
Oh, hey, buddy, congrats to you, man.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's who.
Are you
So that's
the
the
best
weekend.
man?
No, I don't think so.
Second hand?
No, I think. Well, I
You're
don't know.
third man.
I don't think there's after the best. I don't think there's any like.
Oh, there's
distinction.
rankings.
Is it? Well, whatever it is, I'm just glad I'm going to Florida. I don't care about anything else.
Hey, I wish you were going couple weeks later.
I know, so we could hang out. That'd be cool because you got a fun.
Hey,
weekend
shout
in
out
Florida.
you, guy.
But no, yeah. So I'll be down in Florida in a few weeks for the flights because we were talking about flying. That's how we. started
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
where
the
we were.
flights. Yeah, man. Woo.
It's early in
Episode
this
21.
episode.
Hey, yo, folks.
We're still out of this.
A
little baby.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of nervous to fly as well.
It'll
but-
be fine unless it's a rainstorm.
But I'm not overly I don't get like
I don't
deathly afraid.
Yeah, no.
Like some people do, and I think that's totally understandable. Like if I knew someone who was like, I'm deathly afraid to fly, I can't do it, I drive everywhere, I would totally get it. I would feel bad for them, honestly. I would be like,
I mean, I get to the point like this is my anxiety where like I don't get too much anxiety, but like once in a while, if I eat too many vitamins before the flight, I'll think like, hey, I'm 5,000 feet in the air right now. And if for some reason a goose flies into the fucking engine,
Right.
and shut shit off, I'm fucking falling.
You start
It's
start thinking about
stupid
the most
anxiety.
extreme.
Like
most extreme.
I get stoned anxiety where it's like,
Yeah.
gosh, shit. But
and it's like, and there's a difference between like, but yeah,
that's why I get drunk before flight. Like I said, I don't like to take Xanax or nothing. Like, I'll take a couple tall couple tall tar skis before the flight.
dollars. Anyway,
But
no,
yeah.
dude, I totally get it, 100%.
But yeah, hell yeah. So hey,
100%.
Max is going to
So
Florida.
we did it. We both did the weekly challenges. We completed them. That means we will both be getting a hand in cribbage this week.
Maybe we should do that next.
Well, yeah, I mean, I deal this week because you dealt last week.
Ah, yeah.
So I do get to deal this week.
Hey, Max, can you tell everybody who's in the lead?
You
real
are
quick?
leading right now. You are leading
Oh, okay.
73 to 60.
Hey, good for me.
7.
Hey, good for me.
73 to 67. I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick.
All
Carl,
right. Then you'll come back. We'll play a hand of crib.
how are you doing on your brew towel?
About to need one. About.
Same.
Okay. Freestyle. Nah. So we're talking talk beer of the week. Great beer of the week. Oscar Blues Cannabis IPA by Oscar Blues. We rated off free agency. Then we went to we talked a little weekly challenge. Max did some push-ups. I did some pull-ups. Max did some crunchies. I did some bunchies. I did some squats. Max did some fucks. You know, I mean, we're keeping it up. Feeling good. Feeling great. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to have you here on episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable. And let me tell you, we ain't stopping now. But ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen.
let me tell you a little thing right here. This is episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable. Me and Max are going to play a little cribbage. I am in the lead. We're drinking Oscar Blues Cannabis Bliss.
Man, I'm about to take the lead right back, though.
And I'm going to be nice and blitz at the end of this.
Ooh, I like that.
Hey, hey, buddy, hey. Oh, let me turn on some
Oh, yeah, we gotta get some tunes rolling in the background for this.
let me get some toonies, some boonies, some coonies. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna play it. It's by Decky Pollinari.
Shout out Decker.
Shout out Decker, shout out.
Per the
Shout out.
use.
I got drunk very early.
Oh, this is a good one.
Max, I'm gonna bring you something nice next week, man.
I can't wait. We're gonna.
We got an unboxing next week.
We got an unboxing next week.
Oh, big unboxing.
I want to guess what it is, but maybe like right before the unboxing, I'll guess what it is. I'll try to guess what it is.
Or just embrace it. You're gonna, dude.
I won't guess.
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be stoked.
I can't
Like
wait.
you're gonna be stoked,
I
dude.
can't wait.
Both of us are. I ordered it and I can't wait to get it.
Well, yeah, and like we were talking on the way over here for my birthday, which is in just like a couple months from now. I mean, I gotta get us something to match it.
I bought me and Max a gift for
Oh yeah.
for us both. But
Yeah, because
I kinda
it was
just-
your birthday 5 days ago. Did we say happy? I think I said we mentioned your birthday on the last episode, right?
you put it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, shoots.
Cellcom, you son of a bitch.
Ah. All right. I don't know if he ever mentioned my name.
Anyway, it was your birthday last week on March 10th. It's Carl's birthday. Whoa, this is Decker?
Is it?
Who is this?
No.
You know, for an everyday clean, dusting with a
I'm
cloth
sorry,
is
you guys.
such a pain. So now I use
I'm
Swiffer
so
dusters.
fuck
The fluffy
this.
fibers pick up
Oh
dust
my
easily.
god! Oh my god! Oh my
Grabbing it,
god!
no hard to reach places.
Shut up!
Oh yeah.
Ah!
Stop cleaning.
All right, whatever.
Start Swiffering.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm, apparently. Who the fuck lets me use this thing ever?
I don't know, man. I think you do a good job.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Polinar. Me and Max are about to play a little bit of cribbage to figure out this weekly challenge.
All right, here we
Hey,
go.
next
Ne-
week I got a good
I'm
unboxing
dealing-
for all.
Oh, yeah, we got an unboxing next week because Carl ordered some presents for his birthday.
Oh, dude, like I tell you what,
We're going to be unboxing
Max.
next week.
you're gonna be stoked.
Oh.
It's gonna be great.
All right, well.
It's like simple happiness.
All right, I love it. Can't
Trust
wait.
me. I can't
All right,
wait.
here we go. Cribbage coming up. Carl is right now in the lead, 73-67.
I mean, it ain't nothing but a thing.
I'm dealing. That means it's my crib. Whoever wins the hand gets to roll the dice for what we're doing this week for our weekly challenge. Here we go.
About to take a drink, Max, who is a little bitch. Yeah, I'm about to win this shit. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, hey. Max is a bitch. Max is a bitch.
Hey, get me a beer, bitch. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, right over there?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Damn. Alright. I got what I
Shout out
need.
Decker. I love this song.
Yeah, shout out Decker. I just want everybody to know that I'm about to whoop some ass and some cribbage.
Shit.
That's a cold case. Host Accountable,
Cut.
episode 21.
Carl's about to cut. All right, I flipped up an ace of hearts.
Ace. Alright,
Carl starts,
I do 10.
plays 10 for 10. I go 3 for 13.
$23.
Carl played a 10 for 23. I play a 2 for 25.
30. You
31
fucking
for
dirty
2.
whore. Good for you. 10.
11 for 1 for the goat. Carl, what do you got?
Fuck you. I got 15-2, 15-4, 15-6. Pair for 2 is 8.
Yep. Got 8. I've got a triple run of 3.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
that's 15. So you got 3, 6, 9, and then a pair of 3 for 6 is 15. I don't think I have any 15s. No, so I just have 15.
Max takes the lead, ladies
I
and
take
gentlemen.
the lead at 85.
And guess who gets to roll the dice?
Well, I still have my crib.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So I
you
got-
get to roll the dice no
I
matter
get
what.
to maybe take the lead even more? Oh. That worked out well for you. I got 0 points in my crib.
Perfect.
I really hate getting no points in my crib, but I'll take the opportunity to roll the dice.
All right.
All right, let's check the board. Which one did we just do? We did a different workout every. Okay, we gotta change this one. We gotta move this out.
Change it to something dope.
Change it to laughter diary. Every day we write down what made us laugh for a week.
Yep. So laughter diary. So once a day we have to write down what has made us laugh through that day.
So that was previously do a workout for a day, but we did that. Do a different workout each day, but we did that this past week. We took that out and changed it for the laugh diary. All right. I am in the lead at the end of our hand here. We are rolling up on the final stretch. Oh, yeah, thank you. We're rolling up on the final stretch. I'm in the lead at 85. Kärel's at 80. It is a really good game of cribbage, actually, that we have going on.
We are, and it's going quicker than we thought.
It's going quicker than we thought. So this is going to be fun. Let's see. All right, first dice being rolled here for the column.
3.
All right.
Oh.
Where's my mouse here?
Right there.
All right, column 3. All right, if I get a 5, we're getting $50.
Don't even talk about it.
All right, if I get a 1, we got to run on an elliptical for a day for a week. If I get a 2, we got to cook something new every day for a week. If I get a 3, we have to write some new stand-up. If I roll a 4, we have to start planning a HUA trip. If I roll a 5, we have to get a $50 tattoo. If I get a 6, we have to keep working on the HUA wall. So we have to start making the letters or order the foam, whichever one. One of the two. Oh, shit, I just kicked the dice. Can you grab it for me? What did it land? Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Come on. Give it a 5.
Yes!
It landed on a 5.
Oh! Yeah! Max!
Yeah!
We are getting a fucking $50 tattoo this week.
Oh, we're getting tattoos, folks.
We're getting tatted. Yeah!
We're getting tattoos, folks. Oh, man. I gotta fix the camera. Hold on.
Woo! Holy shit. $50 tattoos this week. Yay, everybody knows we about to yay, 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 yay.
Oh, cheers, brother. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. All right.
We've been hoping to land on this one for a while. I can't. That's funny. All right, we're getting a tattoo.
Oh.
All right.
What are you thinking? Got any thoughts?
I'm thinking this is the worst week to land on this because I'm leaving on Wednesday.
Who gives a fuck? You're not
So we got to get it tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Where are we going? We got to pick out a tattoo. We got to pick out a tattoo.
Oh,
We got to start Googling ideas for a tattoo right now.
All right, let's go.
All right. I'm going to pull up
We got to figure out where. So we have to get in tomorrow.
we're going to have to try okay, maybe we should like at least
If we can get in tomorrow, let's get in tomorrow. Let's do it.
I agree. Do you know any places that? Because I know the only place I know in Green Bay is the Artrageous.
I know.
But I know they don't have like walk-ins.
All right, let me try it.
But what are you thinking for like a?
Holy shit, dude!
Dude, I can't believe we landed on it. dude, that's been like the holy grail of the art of the weekly challenge grid. 3-5. Sam Congato. Carl's making a phone call right now. He's wheeling and dealing, as we like to call it, on the ones and twos. So I don't know. I'm thinking I'm so excited that we landed on this.
Is this 2-on-1 tattoo?
This was Carl's idea when we first had this weekly grid
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
going. And he just threw on there. You know what? If we land on $50 tattoo, it's just something we got to do. Just something fun to do for the show. And it's something we thought would be, well, what are the chances that someone, out of 36 different options, that we land on this? We didn't think it would be too high, but we were always hoping we would land. We thought we'd land on it eventually, but not so soon, honestly. Not so soon, honestly. And I'm glad we did.
All right, so I'm going to have to call tomorrow. I'm going to call in the morning, hit a few places, and we're just going to go.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, we're just going to go.
All right, I'm in. I love it. I love
Dude, yeah, fuck yeah, man.
All right, so we got to figure out what we're.
All right.
So do you want? Should we do opposite things? Should we try to do like a Dave tattoo? Should we try to do? I think a Dave tattoo, that might be something we save maybe.
Yeah, save that. I mean, I think just random. I think it's a random tattoo, man.
Okay, I love it.
I've been thinking, this is a Dave tattoo, but I want to get one on top of it. I've been thinking about just getting a crown on the cup of my hand. The Grux.
Dude, don't do a hand tattoo. Don't do a hand tattoo.
Why?
I can't.
I'm working trades. I'm working fucking woodworking trades the rest of my life. Who the fuck cares?
I agree.
What do you think?
From a buddy's point of view, any buddy of mine, doesn't matter who it would be, past the wrist, I'd say don't do it.
All right, well, I'm going wrist up then.
Okay. Any friend of mine, whether it's blood or just a friend, I'd say past the wrist, don't do it. So.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
But if you want to do a hand tattoo, dude, I'm obviously going to be right there with you. But my initial thought is always going to be,
I'm not. Let me
up.
tell you my initial thought. I'm never going to be getting a business job. Never.
Sure.
Going to be getting a business job. Never going to be going into a place where I plan to be like a business place where they wouldn't allow me to be higher up according to my looks.
Right.
So, to me, when I look at myself, I'm like, I'm pretty wide open. I can get a tat wherever the fuck I want. To be honest with you.
And
I'm not going to. If I get a hand tattoo, it's going to be. I want a hand. I don't.
You want the right thing.
But I don't think this is what it's going to be.
The thing I don't even think it's a business thing. I just think it's like, I don't know why. I think in my personal, like, I feel like anyone can go neck down. Don't go neck up. I don't think the neck is the greatest spot for a tattoo, but if I would like.
But that is, Max. That's people telling you what the fuck you can
do.
do.
I'm just saying any person, I don't think it looks like personally, I don't think it's like that great of a look.
I would never get neck up. I'd do hand. I don't want to do hand, but I'm just saying.
I would say no, and that's my thing.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Well,
bro?
dude, I got this arm that I want to fill in, so I got all kinds of spots. Like I got something on my tricep. I want to do something on my like the front of my bicep.
I might do like just a peace finger right on my ring finger.
That's cool.
Something small, just right on my finger. But
yeah,
I don't know.
But yeah, we
landed on it.
We landed on it. My brain is now spinning with ideas that I have to.
So by this time next week, me and you are gonna be both sitting with new tattoos, right?
Well, that's the plan. But I'm leaving Wednesday night for Chicago, and I'm coming back Sunday night.
Okay, so even if we have to
So if we just have to schedule it for even like just next week, like I'm not saying push it out for a month.
So do you
want to
go to the same guy, same place, or?
I mean, I could try to find a place but I would like to go together.
Okay.
So
Well,
we
let's
can
talk
both
about
be
that.
like, we can do a little HUA thing together. And
Maybe
be
we
like,
can do Monday night tattoo,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
I would.
and then record a little, like maybe a couple days later. Like
Yeah.
Monday night, instead of recording, we can get a tat.
Yes, I
Oh.
agree. I'm
We landed on it.
more excited to get the tattoo than I am to to keep up with our routine of
I
recording.
bet,
Like
I
if we have
bet.
to push things off to make sure that we get this tattoo in before we record, like I'm about it. I'm not scared to get this tattoo. is
No,
what
I'm
trying
not
to-
either. I know you're not.
I'd-
I'm
I'd-
getting some. I'm gonna get something just small and like something that, like, it just kind of adds into the rest of whatever. But
I almost want to get like a HUA tattoo somehow.
I was thinking the same thing, guy.
I almost want to get some type
I
of
was
like
thinking HUA.
HUA. Because, dude, I mean, for whether
Oh, dude, if you do it, I'll do it.
I'm never gonna not keep thinking about this, but if it ends on episode 21, we still did 20 episodes, and it's gonna be a part of my life and my life story. So why not get a HUA tattoo? Why not
Alright.
get an
alright,
HUA somewhere?
alright.
Or whatever symbol or whatever thing it represents HUA to you, get that tattooed, whether it's an HUA, whether it's a peace sign, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, man.
but
It's the best weekly challenge of my life.
dude, this is a good one. I'm so glad we landed on this. Holy shoots. 3-5, man.
I might just do HUA on I might do a peace symbol on my pinky, and then HUA on my ring, middle, and pointer.
Oh. Dude, I like that. You won't do it, you pussy. You won't do it.
All right, we'll see
You won't
next
get
week.
it on your hand.
All right, we'll see next week.
You won't do it. You're too scared to get it on your hand.
Well, let me tell you this. Say this podcast ends one day, right?
Yeah.
And I have hold this accountable on my fingers. When will that ever change in my life? When is anybody ever gonna have to hold me less accountable?
That's so true.
So for the rest of my life, if I have HUA on my fingers, it'll
like
mean
it.
something to me.
I like it. I think you should do it.
Ah! We made it. We did it, man. Dude, this is the best. I have no idea. All right. Let's go, dude. Let's continue, dude.
Dude, so we got
Where the
man,
fuck's
we
my-
got tattoos, dude. We're getting tattoos.
We're getting tattoos,
We're
man.
getting tattoos, brother.
All right.
And we got to get them
Like
soon.
I already have a down payment at Skin and Buddha, so I'm gonna just put away my tattoo I was gonna get. I'm gonna get whatever I'm gonna get.
I got to try to think of something.
So I'm gonna get
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
get
mean-
something raw, dude. I'm gonna get something big. I'm gonna get something big on my forearm. Yo, so next week, y'all, I'm gonna have something big on my forearm.
For this week is going to be something big?
No,
I thought
not-
we were doing $50 tattoos.
Well, as much as $50 is gonna catch me.
Okay.
Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
Man.
Wow. I don't think we realize how much we'd have to think about that.
I didn't think so either. Yeah, I gotta. Cause I have ideas of where I want to put things, or like where I need to get filled in yet, but I don't know where.
But the cool thing is that you're down, definitely down.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure. I'm not like scared about the pain of a tattoo or like.
We
stigma
just
of a
gotta get a
tattoo.
tattoo now.
It's the pressure of like I want it to be the right thing and I want it to be in the right spot.
Oh yeah.
But I also have to remind myself that it's like the point of this is kind of to be spontaneous and to be a little like reckless with it and to maybe not be exactly where I always wanted it to be or exactly where I always
You know what I was
thought
kind of thinking?
of a tattoo to be.
All right, well, we got shit to talk about, right?
Dude, we got
Holy shit. So, all right. Well, let's talk. So, we don't necessarily have to come back next week with a tattoo.
Well, just because
Let me ask.
timing wise, like it's just horrible timing.
So, let's put a timeline down. Because we're not going to fucking sit around here and not have a timeline.
Exactly.
So, when do we have to have a fucking tattoo?
So, it has to be done on our body by March 29th. How
All right,
about that?
Put it down.
How about that?
Put it down. March 29th.
Because so I'll be getting back like the 21st,
Okay.
and then
March 29th.
maybe we'll record on the 22nd. Maybe we won't. But the earliest or like the latest we would record next would be the 29th.
All right, cool.
So
So my unboxing for us is I get our unboxing the 25th, which is a Thursday. So that following Monday, I'll have what I got for us on Monday.
perfect.
So then we can come back with our tattoos.
Perfect.
All right. So 26th. Wow, we're gonna have new things and new tattoos,
Dude, oh man.
Max.
Dude,
Oh,
this is the perfect
God.
reason to get another tattoo.
thank
I've been
God.
I've been looking, but for some first in my head, I always want to get like the exact perfect right thing. Like it has to be the exact thing I want, where I want it, exactly how I want it.
Start playing it. I'm gonna pee quick.
And the funny thing is, I've got 3 tattoos, and not a single one of them has ever. Dude, Carl is knocking over everything. He knocked over his phone before he turned his chair. Then he knocked over a vase. Then he knocked over, like, this other bottle cap game we have. Then he knocked over his phone again. Like, it's buzzing in my ear right now. I don't know what's going on. So I've always back to these tattoos. It always had to be in the right spot, the exact right tattoo, and it had to be done right. But every time I'd go into it, my expectations would be too high. I just wouldn't. I would never be able to articulate where or how I want my tattoo done, and I would just settle kind of for what the tattoo artist was showing me. So when he would put the stencil on and say, how does this look? A few times I would say I would have him adjust it, but it would never go exactly how I thought. And after, 3-4 times of him adjusting and redrawing the tattoo, I would just get too self-conscious and think that, he's going to be mad at me. And I say he because I have had 3 tattoos and it's been 3 dudes every time. So I would be nervous that they wouldn't do the tattoo well because I would be so picky, and they would just think, well, fuck this kid, like, I'm just going to do this tattoo, whatever then. But obviously I know that's not the case, and they want to do the best job they can. So I'm excited to get this $50 tattoo and just kind of not be so picky with it and just understand that, this is the fun of our show and just the fun of doing what we're doing. It's a spontaneous thing that we're doing. It's this tattoo is a fun thing we're doing that we've been looking forward to doing, and I'm just excited to kind of figuring out what I'm gonna get. I think what I want to get is more important than the where I want to get it
I
right
don't even
now.
know what I want to
Because
get,
I don't
man.
know what. Because for a while, every time I saw this get a $50 tattoo, it was, it's just going to be a Dave tattoo. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's going to be a Dave tattoo. I think this is going to be kind of something a little more personal for me and you.
I think so.
It could be a HUA
I'm gonna get
tattoo.
HUA on the knuckles, man. I don't know.
Dude,
I know.
That'd be cool.
We landed on it. We've been talking about this, how we wanted this for like the past couple fucking weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
So maybe it'll come. Maybe we'll unveil our tattoos the day that I unveil the unboxing of the new shit that I got us.
It might be because, yeah. I mean, I think we could record next Monday. I think we could, because I'll be back within plenty of time by then.
So next Monday I'll be able to unveil the boxing.
Okay. We just won't be able to do the tattoos, probably.
So then so next week we're going to unveil the boxing of what I got us.
Yep. And then the week after we'll do tattoos.
Little behind if nobody I ordered me and Max something. Like for my birthday was March 10th. I got me and Max a present for my birthday. I ordered us both something real nice that I think
dude, I can't wait.
Max is going to be pumped about. You guys are going to be pumped about. So then the following week, we'll unveil our tattoos. So 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
So next week's all about my unboxing. The following week's all about tattoos.
Yeah, and it's just horrible timing wise, honestly, because
but
like I said,
it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter. And maybe when I'm down in Florida, I stumble across this tattoo place that's like, hey,
I hope so.
We'll do tattoos for like $50. It'll be like half an hour and $50, and bada bing, bada boom. I'll just get HUA across my forehead and just
That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. I honestly think like it might come down to me getting HUA on me, dude. Like,
I don't know.
Or
man.
like beer of the week on my
beer
thigh
of the week
or something. Like, I don't know.
Dude, yeah, I have so many ideas.
But hey.
But dude, we finally landed on it. I think
holy shit.
I think that challenge is probably gonna just stay there.
Yeah, well,
do you think we should just get a $50 tattoo at 3.5? Like anytime we land on 3.5, we're just getting a new $50 tattoo.
Yeah. I agree.
Fuck it, we'll just put a $50 tattoo anywhere. I don't give a fuck. I'll put allow us to give us time. I think it's okay for us for 2 weeks to give us time to think about what we're gonna do for these. So like, say next week we come on. And we haven't got our tattoos yet, but we come on with ideas like, all right, this is what I think I want to get. Right. And then on the second week, we come on and we show the camera like, this is what we got, motherfuckers. Right on my cheek. Just big.
Right? That's cool.
I'm just going to get like the lip marks, the kiss marks right on my cheek. the Kenyan Martin right on my neck. Oh, you're unplugged there, Big Shooter.
Where is my thing?
Dude, what a fun episode. What a crazy of all the things to land on. First of all, we needed to land on column 3. Column 3 also contained do elliptical every day for a week, cook something new for a week, write a new bit of stand-up every day for a week, start planning a HUA trip every day for a week, get a $50 tattoo, or start working on the HUA wall.
So I think this week we're getting a new tattoo,
We're getting a new tattoo. We landed on a new tattoo. So that's our weekly challenge for this week. And again, we're probably gonna be pushing it to 2 weeks out.
So we're gonna push this weekly challenge for 2 weeks.
Just because of scheduling wise, mainly on my part.
Well, I mean both in a sense. I mean, we'll give Max going out to Florida. He's going out to hang out with his buddies, do a bachelor party. We're gonna let him focus on that. But at the same time, while he's out doing that, he's gonna be thinking about what he wants for a $50 tattoo.
Yep.
I'm gonna be thinking about what I want for a $50 tattoo.
Yep.
Next week we're gonna come back together. Hey, maybe we come on the show and say, hey, this is what we're getting.
Yep.
And then the following week we get it.
We get it.
And then we come back on the so next week we figure out what we're getting.
What we're getting. Okay.
We come on the show, say what we're getting.
Yep.
And then the following show we show what we got.
I love it. I'm writing it down.
All right. Holy fuck.
And also next week, you got to come with your guitar restrung.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do indeed. So I was playing guitar for the month, my monthly challenge. I was supposed to bring it on today and string some tunes, but I broke some fucking strings.
Yeah, dude, you.
So I have to figure out how the.
So it sounded like you just you.
This weird idea became a hit by harnessing the tool to sift through all the folks.
So it sounded like you just you tuned up your guitar and you might have.
I think I might have
tuned a string too tight.
Too tight?
Okay, it just snapped on you.
'Cause I opened my case today and it was snapped. One of my strings are broken, so I have to have a buddy fix it up for me, and then I'll come back and strum up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because you were supposed to be singing A Horse with No Name and strumming this week.
Yep.
But obviously with a broken guitar string, you cannot do that, so that's going to be pushed to next week. Because, and the main thing with that is because our monthly challenges where Kärel was going to learn a song on the guitar and be able to sing it. I was doing a carnivore diet for a month. Last week, I did the recap of my carnivore diet. Kärel kind of did a recap of how his month went and how he adjusted to learning playing the guitar and like practicing the guitar, right? I mean, that was kind of what we talked about last week.
Absolutely.
This week, we had planned for Kärel to come back with the guitar, and he was going to strum and sing what he learned, but unfortunately, the guitar string broke.
Yeah.
Which sucks for a lot of reasons.
But I'll bring it back next week.
But next week he's gonna come back, singing, strumming. It's gonna be beautiful because the bit that I have heard, because it's more than just a little bit. The bit that I have heard is great. I love it.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, it's a great song.
I'm sorry.
You're just hitting all kinds of buttons over there. Just the tapping away.
I'm so excited to get a tattoo.
Dude, I am too. That's all I want to talk about. Honestly, I'm just kind of rambling right now. No, so that's kind of where we've been. Like, so again, the main point of this show is that we're gonna try different activities, hobbies, challenges, those type of things. We're gonna do those type of things for a month. Every week, we're gonna talk about it. When the month is up, we're going to move on to something new and start talking about something new. So this month, or this week, we're kind of going into our new month. And I know that it's, we're March 15th, so it's not a new month. But we just kind of go by like 4 week periods.
Yeah.
We just kind of do like 4 weeks at a time. And, kind of wherever that 4 weeks ends is where the new month. Our new month starts.
New month falls. Yeah.
Sometimes it's like we will call it at 3.5 weeks, but we'll never really only do 3 weeks. Well, it'll be like.
I want to ask you: are we gonna pick today? Do you want to pick today? Do you want to pick?
I think
when we come back on when we're getting our tats. When do you want to pick?
That's a great.
I'm not fully prepared yet.
I'm not fully prepared either, and that's something I do want to talk about because I'm not fully prepared, and I have reasons as to why I'm not fully prepared.
Okay.
And I would love, and I want to talk about those things. I just have to use the bathroom real quick, and I'll come back with.
All right, so Mac's going to use the bathroom, and for the time being, I think it's a good time to tell that joke of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable, and this is our joke of the week. 3 women left separately after a very late night out drinking Guinness until the early hours. They met the next day for an early pint and compared notes about who had been the most drunk. The first gal claims that she was the drunkest, saying, I drove straight home, walked into the house, and as soon as I got through the door, I blew chunks. To which the second gal replied, "You think that was drunk?" I got in my car, drove out of the parking lot, wrapped my car around the first tree I saw, and I didn't even have insurance. And the third girl proclaimed, "I was by far the most drunk. I got home. I got into a fight with my boyfriend, knocked over a candle, and burnt down the whole house." They all looked at each other for a moment. Then the first gal says, "Ladies, I don't know if you understand that Chunks was my dog." Hey, joke of the week. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is
It's a great joke.
the joke of the week.
Oh, man.
Oh. That's why we need a producer. I need somebody to switch and change my times.
We'll talk about that at the end.
We'll talk about it at the end.
Because right now, I want to get to that. We will get to that.
What do you want to get to? What do you want to get
But
to, huh?
we got to get to the main point of this show, and that's our monthly challenges.
Yeah, I agree.
That at the heart of it, that is this show. And so quick before we get in, and not even before we get into it. I mean, it kind of incorporates everything. One of the things. So we're trying to pick new monthly challenges. We just came off a month of doing. Kärel was learning the guitar. I was doing the Carnivore Diet. I spaced for a second. It's been such a marvelous week and a half of carbs and all sorts of other things that I completely forgot what I was doing. So I came off a month of doing the Carnivore Diet, and we have to pick a new topic or a new activity we're doing for this upcoming month, and for me it's been really difficult. I don't know why it has been.
It's been the same for me, man.
But I've been a little depressed, kind of. I think I was a little kind of just bummed out and depressed going into the Carnivore Diet. About halfway through, I started to kind of come around, and then kind of coming out of it, I've just been really just not.
So can I say something for you?
Well, hold on real quick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just mentally just not been all the way there. So a part of me wants to do like a therapy month and kind of actually finally take that dive into it. But the other part of me thinks like I shouldn't do it with the show in mind. It should be for myself first, and then maybe do like a month with the show in mind and kind of try to help people who have never taken that dive and help walk through it, or break down what it's like each week, or break down different things. But it's something I've wanted to do, something I think I need to do. I think I have probably anger management issues I need to deal with. I think I probably have a lot of things that I need to work on. But it's hard to know when and how I should take those things on, because obviously I know if I'm feeling the way I'm feeling about it, there has to be at least a few other people feeling this way, and maybe I should try to open that door and tell my experience and hope that helps someone else. Because right now, the way I think about it, it's a scary, daunting task. And if someone else is thinking about it that way, and I can walk through it and then explain it in a way that it not so scary or daunting to someone else, then that's a success. But in my head, that's a scary thing to undertake, because if I'm not doing it for the right reasons, maybe I don't get the right things out of it. I don't get what I'm intending to get out of the experience of talking to a professional.
Can I say something?
Please.
So I think when we started this show, okay, we kind of laid down the ground rules of what we wanted out of it, but then it kind of became what we wanted out of it for ourselves. And to that, it was ways we wanted to change personally. And I think you took on a very harsh, not harsh, but very big force strong of what you wanted to do. And I think everything you've wanted to do is kind of build your character, build yourself off. And like you were saying, like people, I don't know if necessarily people see it out of me, but like this is what I wanted to do. But like saying like what you want to do, like you say anger management or little things like that, like through like an emotional fucking roller coaster for yourself that you wanted to take care of.
Yeah.
It seems to me that like these are things you want to take care of for yourself, because maybe these are things that people in your life notice out of you or notice in your life or whatever. Right. There's a reason you brought this up.
Sure.
So to me, when I hear you say that, when you say like, I want to focus more on the person I am, what I'm doing, focus on my anger management or whatever. And it seems like this is a thing you want to do for yourself. Am I wrong at any point of saying that?
No, you're 100% right. Absolutely.
So I think that's important. Or I think one thing I've noticed from doing this podcast with you, if I've noticed a lot of things about myself, where there's been moments where I haven't necessarily thought I've been as depressed or full of anxiety. Like these are things I always put to the side, and then we talked about it, and I'm like, you know what? No, it's I am depressed. I am full of anxiety. I should deal with it. So, like, to me, when I hear kind of background, when I hear kind of things from other people that I care about, where they're saying like, you could probably work on this a little bit. To me, that's important to me. That's what this podcast has done to me, where I've been poor at working at my depression, my anxiety. Then I heard people kind of mention it towards me, and to me now that's something I want to work towards.
Okay.
And I don't know, is that necessarily true with you? Like, it are these changes you want to make because of just you, or because of?
No, yeah, right. And I think what I was trying to say, and what you're getting at, is that I can't tell what I want to do this for, is what my confliction is.
Okay.
I can't tell if I'm thinking like, no, this is the right time to go see some professional help and just kind of open my eyes and open, my heart to just accepting help. Should I do it for my own personal benefits or...
Sorry.
or should I, do this, or am I only doing this because it's something that, I can talk about a couple times, during once a week during our show, and then after the 4 weeks, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's like the confliction, and part of me wants to say, like, no, this is something I've always thought about doing, and I should do it. But if it's not, but if I can't go into it the right way, I don't know if it is the right time. If I'm going into it because I just like have to, because like kind of like we were saying before the show, we like going into this episode here, we knew that, this was going to be an episode we were going to have to pick something new to do for the month. And I was like, well, there's nothing really like calling my name. Like usually, pretty much every month, I kind of had an idea. I was like, oh, this is going to be what I want to do. This is it. And I mean, it's only been 3 months, I guess, technically. But each month, everything sounded perfect. This month, I'm really like, I don't know. Nothing really sounds like the right thing to do. So I'm just kind of like, I mean, I guess.
Can I tell you where I'm at? Where I am
yeah,
at?
please do. Please.
Where I am at, with what we are doing, is I'm at the point where, like, I want to challenge myself. With what I want out of the next monthly challenge is something, and I don't know if this, it may sound a little like a weaker persona, but, like, I want something that I can commit to for 30 days where I know I can do it on my time. I know I can learn something, commit from it, something that I can bring not only to myself but to the show. So, like, I think what I hear from what you're saying is, like, I want something that's really going to bring something to myself, bring something to, like, that I can do for 30 days that I know that I'm going to learn from every single day, but not only that I can bring onto the show and kind of bring that onto this show too. We're like, it I don't know. It's hard where, we've done jujitsu. Jujitsu is one thing. It was our first thing. It was our number one.
Yep.
Okay. We did podcasting. That was our number 2. Learning how to do podcasting. Woodworking, number 3.
Yep.
We made a table that's still holding up.
Still holding us today.
Cracking through the hole, but now we're at a point where we're like, and then you did Carnivore Diet. Then I did the guitar, like.
Yep.
I want to do something where, like, I'm at the point where, like, I want to come back and be able to do something and talk to people and, like, really grab people's attention where it's like, holy fuck, you guys did this, or you did this.
Okay.
Like, how did you manage yourself to get through what this, like, monthly challenge was? Like, I want to do something where it, like, catches people's attention, their grasp.
Okay. So, do you have anything in mind or not? Or is that just kind of what you're
I mean,
because I get so so as I'm looking through our list of things.
Can I grab you an Oscar Blues?
Yeah. I mean, I've got through my 3, so your third one's up next. So as you were describing that, one of the only things that came into my mind was, like, we could try to brew our own HUA beer. That could be our next one, is to, like, try to figure out how to brew our own beer.
And that would be that'd be like a partnership.
Because the last one we did separately. We were doing separate things. This one we could do together.
I would like to do
joint.
I'd like to do a joint thing.
Joint. Hold a HUA month. Yeah. I think those are the more fun ones. When
Brew a new beer and get a HUA tat.
I have no idea how long the brewing process is. I have
Definitely more than a month.
I have
think.
no clue what that's like. And I'm sure it's more than a month. But that was like the first, when I was looking over our list, that was kind of the only thing that came to my mind when you were going through all the things of like, what would grab people's attention? Well, whole discountable beer would kind of be like, oh shit, they brewed a beer. What is something where we have to do like every day and it's just like something we enjoy doing? I mean, I kind of like
beer?
drinking beer, being around beer, So, I mean, I think that's something we could look into doing. I'm trying to look into it right now as we're talking, and, maybe, like, it's too labor-intensive of a process, but maybe it's not.
So,
like, maybe it takes a month to brew your own beer. Maybe it only takes, like, okay, like we have to buy a kit probably. But I mean, what, $50? That ain't bad.
no.
I'd drop $50 for a beer kit, on the cheap end.
So, all right, this is what I want to ask you. You want to condone, go down, like, this is what we're going to do? You want to wait and hold off on our week? Like, when we introduce our tattoos, everybody sees our tattoos, then we do the weekly month, or the monthly? Or
It's
you
a
want
good question. I think,
you want to do a big shit bang on the next episode? We introduce.
how about this?
Okay.
How about this?
All right.
So again, the tough thing, I got this stupid trip this week. I shouldn't say stupid.
Not stupid.
This awesome trip. I got this awesome trip this week. And it's just kind of throwing off the routine of the show. Because, I'll probably be back in time to record on the 22nd. But it's like I'll be gone
22nd.
enough, which is a week from today. I'll be back by then to record. Like,
Okay, well, my unboxing unveil won't be till 26.
okay, so let's just hold off. Let's hold off recording until the 29th.
Perfect.
The 29th we will also, okay, this is a Hold Us Accountable exclusive, HUA exclusive.
Okay.
Ba-na-na, na-na-na,
Banana.
na-na-na,
Banana.
na-na-na,
Banana.
na-na-na. All right,
Wow.
HUA exclusive. So we won't record until March 29th. On March 29th, we will have the tattoos done.
Okay, tattoos, we'll have them.
We'll have them done by the 29th.
Okay.
We'll have
Write this down.
We'll have the unboxing on the 29th.
Oh.
We'll also have what our next monthly challenge is going to be on the 29th.
Oh my gosh! So this next episode is
So
gonna be
episode
big.
22
is
is going to be
huge.
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 Episode 22 is going to be out of this
Huge.
fucking world. Episode 22. Let me recap that for everybody out there, all the 2.5 people out there listening.
All right,
Episode
listen to
22.
Not only are we gonna have the unboxing,
Okay, we're going to do the unboxing first.
Unboxing after the beer of the week. Boom.
Unboxing, episode 22. We're going to have an unboxing of presents, of some type of gift.
Oh, not only is it a gift, it is a it's going to just be fantastic. And then we're going to show off our
It's going to be a
weekly challenge tattoos.
tattoo showcase of 315
Oh my god.
weekly challenge.
Oh my god, next week's going to be insane.
We should see if we can get Dexter here on the 29th.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
If we can get Dexter to join us.
Decker.
Oh my god. Decker, I'm going to tell you this right now. That's because of my father. He kept saying, "Oh, his name's Decker. I'm just going to call him Dexter. I'm calling him Dexter. I don't care. I don't care what his name is. I'm calling him
We'll have
calling him Dexter.
Dexter here.
Decker. Buddy. Friend. Pal. I'm so sorry."
It's all right.
Anyway, you're going to hopefully join us, maybe, possibly, guest appearance on the 29th. The 29th, 2 weeks from now. So we got time to
So next week we're not recording.
We're not going to record next.
All right.
We're not going to record on the 22nd.
All right.
We're going to try to build up a nice big episode on the 29th. Because on the 29th, we're going to do the unboxing.
We're
gonna
going to
do
do
the
the
tattoo
tattoo unboxing.
We're going to do the tattoo reveal.
And we're going to do the monthly
And
challenge.
we're going to do the monthly challenge reveal.
Holy fuck.
It's going to be a big one.
God damn it.
It's going to be a big episode. We're going to have, if Decker cannot make it, we'll have other guests joining us.
Yep.
It'll be
Big Tom or...
It'll be someone.
It'll be somebody.
Anybody.
Somebody
we
will be
we
on.
could have Decker and Big Tom. Maybe we'll get them both. Maybe next week, or maybe in 2 weeks, we'll try to get them both.
We better, but we're gonna have new tattoos, and we're gonna have new something that I'm gonna introduce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show to us.
I can't wait.
Man, Max, you're gonna be pumped, dude.
I can't wait.
Dude, like you're gonna be, Max. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna be stoked. You're gonna be pumped, and everybody who's listening is gonna be like, "I want that."
Damn.
So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Whoever's
2 weeks.
listening who sees it, they're gonna be like, "I want that." Max is gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. We're gonna have a new tattoo of the week. We're gonna unbox. This is episode 21, and oh, wait. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do Packer talk.
Fuck it, let's just go right into it.
It's episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but yes. You're out of here.
Yeah, throw it in the fridge.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, you can take it. I gotta drive, man.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Packer
Packer
talk.
talk, man. Packer talk. Hey, man, what an episode! What a fun episode 21.
Hey, let me talk about it.
Hold us accountable. Can finally drink.
Yeah, Jesus
Finally
Christ.
drink, man. Hold us accountable. We can't rent. Hold us accountable cannot rent a car yet, but we
Well,
can
you
drink.
can.
But no, well, hold us accountable.
Oh,
show
yep,
Can drink and fight in wars, but they cannot rent a car.
absolutely.
How bananas is that?
Yeah, fuck them.
America.
But hey, let me
Anyway.
tell you something. Aaron Jones, he just signed a 4-year, $48 million contract. Jones, a 5th-round pick by the Packers out of UTEP in
Hell yeah.
2017, ranked 4th in the NFL's last season with 104,000 yards despite missing 2 games with a calf injury. He made his first Pro Bowl, becoming the lowest drafted Packers running back since Dorsey Levens, also a 5th-round pick, in 1997 to do so. It was Jones' second straight 1,000-yard rushing season. He rushed for 1,084 yards and led the NFL with 19 touchdowns in 2019, including the playoffs in the season. He scored 23 times, the most for a season in team history. All right. I got more history.
Squeaked her out there, bud.
Yeah, let me go down a little bit. Jones, 26.
Jones
is one of only 2 players in NFL history to
He's only
post.
26.
Yes.
We got him on
Jones,
I like
26, is one of the only players in NFL history to post 3,000 yards rushing. Actually, 3,346 and 35-plus rushing touchdowns, which is 37, with an average of 5+ yards per carry, 5.2. And the first 4, something. Anyway.
First 4.
God damn, Aaron Jones, we got him back.
Hey, I think the big thing with this Aaron Jones signing is that the Packers, look, everyone who wants to draft a wide receiver in the first round, that's not happening this year. We're not drafting a wide receiver in the first round. We're going to draft an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, a cornerback, or a linebacker.
Yeah.
That's just how it's going to go. Because Aaron Jones is not going to be just a primary running back. We spent a 2nd-round draft pick on A.J. Dillon last year. And personally, I think it's worth it. I think A.J. Dillon is a freak of an athlete, of a running back. Just his size and his athletic abilities. And when he was featured as a rookie, he excelled. So he has everything, all the traits going forward to say that he would only elevate. He wouldn't, go backwards. He wouldn't digress as an athlete, as a football player. So to say that you invest $9.5 to $12 million a year in a running back and a 2nd-round draft pick in a running back, usually one of those two things it's one or the other. It's not both in a backfield, I think. So the Packers are in a very unique situation where they have very 2 unique, distinct running backs that have high capital in them. Capital in free agency in Aaron Jones, high capital in draft in A.J. Dillon in a 2nd-round draft pick. If you draft in the 2nd round as a running back, you're projected to be the starter for the next 4 to 5 years and maybe get a 2nd contract.
Yeah.
When you're Aaron Jones and now you're getting $9.5 to $12 million, you're projected to be the starter and only the starter. So what I'm saying is there's 2 starting running backs in our backfield, and we have to figure out a way to use them in a way that their value is maximized. A 2nd-round draft pick, we have to figure out a way to maximize a 2nd-round draft pick. A $9.5 to $12 million running back, we have to figure out a way to maximize that, not only separately but together. And that is going to be the challenge. If Matt LaFleur cannot figure out how to do that, this is a failure. If he can figure out how to do that, it is wildly successful because Aaron Jones is a freak and A.J. Dillon is a freak.
And that's the hard thing, to balance with an offense is, at the end of the day, a running back in the free agency game is the most able to replace. You can,
Exactly.
that's the one position where you have an all-star running back, you can replace him. The reason why I am super excited, super ecstatic that the Packers had replaced not replaced Aaron Jones, signed him to a contract, is you catch your running backs. You know, the Packers have gone through a long spurt of Eddie Lacy, Starks, Brandon, all these guys, like all these running back's a very easy position to replace. But when you get a running back who will stick and wants to play for your offense and wants to fucking give it their all, like Aaron Jones does, like I am stoked to have him back in our offense. I think that's a big thing, having a running execution with Aaron Rodgers, with having the dynamics that he has throwing, and having Aaron Jones. I think that was probably the biggest things we could do on our offseason is bring him back. But I don't know, dude. Like, we talk Packers so much. I don't even know where to stand at a point where it's like, I want to bring wide receiver. I want to bring a slot receiver in that Rodgers can throw to. But at the same time, we just got Corey Linsley just left and signed the biggest fucking contract in offensive lineman history. I want to have people who can protect him. Where do we stand? What do we want? What do we want to get?
Well, Linsley is the highest paid center in offensive lineman history. He's the highest paid center because tackles make more than centers do. So.
Oh yeah, I mean,
but I know what you mean. But yeah, Corey Linsley became the highest paid center in history, which obviously the Packers were never going to be able to match, and good for the Chargers because they need, with Justin Herbert, they need veteran help like Linsley. I think where the Packers can have a little bit of wiggle room is the offensive line. I don't think you want to mess around with it too much, but I think if you can move Elton Jenkins into the center, you bring in John Runyon at right guard, you have Lucas Patrick and John Runyon at right guard, left guard, respectively, wherever those two guys. I think Elton Jenkins at center is.
So Jenkins is basically like this. He settles any position.
He's like our swing interior.
Yeah,
it's like wherever we can't find a strength, we'll move him. So if we can only find a good left guard, we'll sign a left guard and move Jenkins to center.
Yeah.
If we can only find a good right guard, we'll move Jenkins to right, or we'll move Jenkins. We'll make it.
Yeah.
Well, he's like the swing guy in the middle, and which is huge. So I think that's where the Packers kind of went with. All right, we can afford to lose Linsley but keep Jones, whereas you can't afford because. I mean, I think
with that?
I think Linsley is gonna make more money than Aaron Jones is.
Oh, it's $65 million for 4 years.
It's gonna be it's gonna be around.
Well, like would you rather have a guy like Linsley or would you rather have Aaron Jones? Because to be honest, in the NFL, the running back position is easier to fill than a guy like Linsley. It really is. I think
in the Packers situation, they did the right move.
I do too.
I think Linsley would he have a back injury in the middle of the year? And then finish the season okay.
Yeah.
But a back injury at an offensive lineman is risky to sign for long term for big money. I think having a two-headed monster at running back with Jones and Dillon
I think that's big time.
is very valuable.
I'd love to have Jamal Williams still. Like, obviously, I love Jamal Williams, but I think Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, great combo.
I agree. I mean,
You have a power back who's faster than your initial back.
right, straight
first of
for
all.
straight line speed. I mean, just literally based off the 40 times, A.J. Dillon is faster than Aaron Jones.
And I think he
Straight
showed what
line
he can
speed.
prove. Like, if he gives if you give him time, I think A.J. Dillon can ride. I think he can be that guy.
And the beautiful thing about that is that if A.J. Dillon becomes your workhouse back, Aaron Jones can play slot. He can catch balls in the slot. He can be so dynamic still in the offense if A.J. Dillon is your first and second down running back, and then
But what sucks to me is, like, I feel like Jamal Williams played a very good slot running back. Played a very good slot,
Yeah.
receiver type of running back for the Pack. I don't know.
Yeah, I love Jamal.
I mean,
man.
maybe we didn't see that in Aaron Jones just because he was the guy who was playing our fucking, third and shorts. Like, he was never put out there like Jamal was, but.
No, yeah, I agree. I think Jamal was. I love those type of players that have the personality like Jamal Williams had. Like, I don't know. I just don't think you can put a value on the type of joy that player brings to a locker room.
Yeah. It's important.
And right, it's important. I don't think it's necessary, but it's important. And can that be replaced? Probably not, but can it be duplicated in a different way? Yes.
Absolutely.
It can. That same
Absolutely,
type of
yeah.
energy and joy can be brought to a locker room, but it obviously won't be in the Jamal Williams way, but it'll still elevate a locker room the same way.
Yeah.
I hate Luke because, dude, he's such a fun dude to root for. You just hear him in interviews. He's fun. He's just right off the cuff. He doesn't care what he says. He talks about SpongeBob. He talks about just
But you gotta
loving
keep on them guys
football.
who are putting him work. Like, I mean, Aaron Jones is putting him work. And he he wanted money, but he took his cut.
He
for
took
the
a cut,
Packers.
man. And
like,
dude, and here's the thing. He bet on himself. I mean, it's like $9.5 million without any incentives per year. If he hits the incentives that he agreed to, which I don't know the specifics on, but it's from the NFL insiders I've listened to, they're not like crazy high incentives. It's not like you have to hit 2,000 yards and you get an extra $1 million. It's like, you get 10 touchdowns, you get an extra $1 million.
yeah.
Like he'll be able to hit $10-11 million a year should he not get hurt and perform the way he has the past few years. And I think that's the great thing about this contract is that if it goes the way the fans, the Aaron Jones, and the organization wants it to, is that Aaron Jones got compensated for what he's accomplished in his career thus far, which is a $9.5 million a year contract. I feel like that's fair.
Aaron Jones, 5th-round pick by the Packers out of UTEP in 2017, ranked 4th in the NFL last season with 1,104 yards rushing despite missing 2 games with a calf injury. He made his first Pro Bowl, becoming the lowest drafted Packers running back since Doris Evans, also a 5th-round pick in 1997. It was Jones' second straight 1,000-yard rushing season. He rushed for 1,084 yards and led the NFL with 19 touchdowns in 2019, including the playoffs. He scored 23 times, the most for a season in team history.
Yeah, so exactly. Like we're paying him for what he has done and what he can do, but then we're saying, look, if you keep this up and do even better than what you've done, we're gonna pay you even more. And I think that's very fair on all parts of this deal. They're saying, look, you've done well, you've treated us well, we're gonna treat you well. You treat us even better, we'll treat you even better. And I think like, what else could you ask for?
But I think it's big, especially big as like the Packer, like the whole complex as itself. Like, we've never hung out into running backs. Like we had Eddie Lacy, we had Brandon Jackson, we had Tony Fisher, we had Amon Green, we had William Henderson. We had these guys who, running back in the NFL. If you take it, NFL and they run it in the NFL is a position that you can replace easily.
Mm-hmm.
The running back position is you can get a guy who's an all-star for a year and replace him, like Reggie Bush in a sense. Which is not the greatest comparison, but like,
I get what you mean.
But for the Packers, like, we had Eddie Lacy, we had Amon Green, who was fucking fantastic for a long time. We had Brandon Jackson, we had all these guys. Tony Fisher, we had Najee Davenport, these guys who were just fantastic. But we've never had a guy like Aaron Jones in a while who's consistent, who is not only adding, to our yards, but like he's making plays for us. He's a guy who takes that edge off of Rodgers a little bit, who Rodgers can hand the ball to Aaron Jones and expect 5 to 10 rushing yards, or expect big plays. Like, this is a guy we haven't had in a while. This is and not to the same extent, but like fucking Barry Sanders to the Lions. Like, this is a big running back, like, who we have not had. Like, yeah, we had Eddie Lacy, but he had a good year. Then he got fat and he fucking mellowed out. We have Aaron Jones, a guy who's putting up bigger numbers than anybody. Bigger than the Packers has ever had. Like, why not keep that running game? So, like, I think that's important to Rodgers' like passing game.
And
if we have fucking MVS, if we have Devontae Adams, if we have Alan Lazard, why not have an Aaron Jones? That's why I was pumped to hear that we signed him.
Same. And I think one of the factors, or I don't know, I really like the signing. I mean, dude, you look at Aaron Jones in his college career. In 4 years at UTEP, he averaged 6.3 yards a carry. That's insane.
That's insane.
And then in the NFL, up to this point, he's averaged 5.2 yards a carry in the NFL. That's
and
incredible.
he came right from UTEP to Green Bay, right?
Yeah. So look, I know. I think like one of the weird things to think about is that we have a high dollar amount running back and a second round draft pick running back. Usually it's one or the other in the NFL. And I think a lot of people thought, okay, look, we've got A.J. Dillon. We'll let Aaron Jones walk. We'll use that money that we could have signed Aaron Jones. We'll spend it on defense. Then we'll draft a running back in the 5th, 6th round, and we'll have that 1-2 punch with A.J. Dillon and whatever 5th, 6th round running back we've got. And that's fine. Like, that's a good strategy plan. Fine. Great. But what happens when that 5th, 6th round running back is garbage because he's just a draft pick? He's not an established pro. And now you're leaning on only A.J. Dillon, and you don't have a secondary guy to take any of that off of him. The second you bring him into the game, the defense knows you're passing the ball. They don't have to worry about play action. So I think, like, that's the biggest thing here is that when we have A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones on the field at the same time, the defense isn't going to know what to do. You could motion out Jones and have him jet sweep across, Hell, you could motion out A.J. Dillon and have him jet sweep across because technically, straight line speed, 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon ran a faster 40-yard dash than Aaron Jones did. So you get him running he's running the jet sweep, and he's running as a slot all the way across. He's taking a handoff from Rodgers, and he's looking at a cornerback now. And all he's got to do, he's 250 pounds. He's got to run over a 180-pound cornerback.
Yeah.
And then he's got open grass and a safety to his right. That's scary.
I know.
So I do
Pick
think
your fucking poison.
So I do think we as Packer fans, no matter what the Packers did, we could take criticism in. If the Packers signed Corey Linsley but didn't sign Aaron Jones, we could say that's great, but okay, we only have Aaron Jones or we only have A.J. Dillon now, and who knows what other running back we could get, and if it's only one running back, what's it, that's not going to be good enough. We need more weapons on offense. And if we didn't sign either of them and we used all our money on defense, we say that's great, but now all we have is A.J. Dillon and Devontae Adams on offense. That's it.
And it's so hard. I mean, with the Packers right now, like, this is the first time, like, we have the best defensive back in the league. Jair Alexander, best defensive back in the league. We have Zadarius Smith, one of the best defensive ends. Preston Smith on a good day, like on a good year. This was a bad year for Preston Smith because he didn't ride like he did the year before.
He didn't. But hey, man.
But we have Jair, we have Preston, we have Zadarius, we have
Amos he's one of the
best free agents
he's
got.
One of the highest graded coverage safeties in the league since like 2018.
And then we got Big Bobby Tynan we got Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver in the league. We got Aaron Rodgers, the best quarterback in the league. We got Aaron Jones, one of the best running back in the league.
One of the most dynamic, at least.
To me, like, and I'm not gonna lie, after this Aaron Jones signing, I look at it and I'm like, all right, well, like, we can ride now. I think we can ride. Like, that's the hardest thing with the Packers organization. We're like, if we didn't sign if we didn't sign Aaron Jones, we didn't sign Jamal Williams. Okay, now we signed Aaron Jones. We got Aaron Rodgers. We got Devontae Adams. We got MVS. We got Alan Lazard. We got Jenkins. We got most of our line. We say we draft a couple linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at this point, at the end of this year, I was thinking, I'm like, God damn, like, what the fuck are we going to do now?
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting, I'm like, all right, we draft a couple old linemen, a linebacker or two. I think we ride, man.
Oh.
I think we can ride.
We get an old lineman in free agency, like a veteran.
Okay.
A veteran D lineman, just add a little depth. Maybe not top tier, but just a guy to add depth.
Yeah.
We draft an O lineman, a cornerback, a D lineman.
We can play, dude. We can play, dude.
I
we
think
can play.
I think, man, the biggest thing is, like, we're missing something. Like I want to say, like, we're missing that dynamic X, Y, or Z, but it's like, on defense, we have Jair. Zadarius should be
We also have
that.
Amos. We have...
And that's what I mean. Like, I'm like, why am I thinking we're missing something? We shouldn't. Like, Kevin King's probably gone. So we're going to need to draft. We're going to draft the cornerback high. And people are probably going to...
I like good safety.
No, dude. Savage and Amos are solid.
Yeah, you're right.
Savage and Amos
We
are
just need
solid.
somebody on the other side.
we're going to draft the cornerback high. I think we might draft the cornerback first, second round, and people are going to be like, why are we drafting a cornerback?
But why not?
But that's what I mean. Like,
Get
that's
rid
what
of
I mean.
fucking King's.
He's
you know
gone.
what?
Well, King's done.
King.
He's a free
Fuck
agent.
King.
He's a free agent. He's not even a Packer right now.
Nah, dude.
He's a free agent.
Get King the fuck out.
He's out, man. He's not even a Packer right now.
Dude, get our backfield. Get one guy on our backfield. Boom. Get one good guy.
Dude,
And
get a draft a D-back.
We need something in our linebacker unit.
Dude, how about this? We draft a defensive back, a D lineman, a linebacker, like those are our first 3 picks. Linebacker, cornerback, D lineman.
So you don't
whichever. If we can sign a second tier offensive lineman in free agency,
that's cool with me, dude.
perfect. And then first, second, third rounds we get cornerback, D line, linebacker, D line, cornerback, D line, linebacker, cornerback, linebacker, D line. I'm
cool with that.
I'm cool. I'm thinking, let's go, because we got Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith. Preston's gonna bounce back.
Yeah,
Preston's bouncing
I'm
back.
down for Preston. Kenny Clark's gone, right?
No, we got Kenny.
Oh,
man.
we got Kenny?
We got Kenny. We got Kenny.
We got Kenny. We got Preston. We got Zadarius.
We got Kenny, Preston, Zadarius,
Hey.
Rashawn.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I was one of the guys who was salty about getting rid of Blake Martinez. I did not like getting rid of Blake Martinez. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Salty about that. I was salty for the
no.
fact where like your defense gets your defense gets the leader. First of all, Blake Martinez led the league in tackles when he came out of the league when he got traded for the Packers. Blake Martinez was an A.J. Hawk. He was the guy who called the plays. He was the guy who held the defense. But not only was he that, he was the guy who he was leading the league in tackles. To me, I didn't like getting rid of Blake Martinez. That was a guy I didn't like.
Look, here's
Okay.
the thing. Here's the thing with Blake Martinez, man.
Okay.
I agree. Blake was a good linebacker. He was energy. He brought a lot to the table that you can't just draft or you can't just sign as a free agent and hope they bring what he brought.
Okay.
But I don't think he was worth what the Giants gave him, and all this PFF Pro Football Focus stuff isn't locked and we can't see it. But like, okay, overall he's a 75.9, which is good, but I don't think it's worth $10 million a year.
No.
Now,
No, what do we have for linebackers?
but I agree, but it's a tough balancing act. So, because I totally agree, it's like, yeah, he's not worth $10.5 million a year, but okay, if you have 2 rookie linebackers and they're not that great, what's it worth? So I totally get it, but he just wasn't, dude. I just don't think he was like. He wasn't a dynamic, exciting.
He's like an AJ Hawk.
Dude, I don't even think he was as good as AJ Hawk. I think he was like. I think he played. I think he was a good, solid linebacker. I think he was solid, and he made
663 tackles, 313 sacks.
Dude, I think he was.
22
Don't get me
pass
wrong.
deflections.
I think he was good. I'm a Blake Martinez fan. I'm just not a fan for the money that he was signed at.
What was he signed for at New York?
Well, let's find out here.
Have to pee.
All right, I'm gonna look up his contract numbers here. Oh, you're just knocking everything over. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Blake Martinez signed a 3-year, $30,750,000 contract with the New York Giants, including a $6 million signing bonus, $19 million guaranteed, and an average annual salary of $10,250,000. So $10.25 million a year. I just don't think he was worth that for the Packers. I think for the Giants, and you have to rebuild a culture, and you have to rebuild a defensive mindset and a defensive attitude. Yes, he was worth it for the Giants. But not for the Packers. And Carl's in the bathroom right now, and I'll tell that to him when he gets back. But yeah, no, Blake Martinez is a great dude, a good, just a good human, a very good football player. But not, I don't think in Green Bay he was worth what the Giants were willing to sign him for. And it's, you're worth what the market dictates, and that's what he was worth in New York. I just don't think he was ever going to get that in Green Bay, and I think if he did sign that in Green Bay, we'd be looking at it and going, we could use that money elsewhere. So yeah, dude, Blake Martinez signed a 3-year, $30,750,000 contract.
Holy shit.
So it had a $6 million signing bonus, $19 million guaranteed, and an average annual salary of $10,250,000.
All right.
So no. So before you say anything, I believe he is worth that in New York, where they need to rebuild a culture. They need to rebuild an attitude in that defense. He is a hard worker. He is a nose to the grindstone. He is just a tough-minded dude and a good person and a good dude in a locker room and just a hard worker. And I think he's worth that in New York. But I think in Green Bay, we don't value those traits the way New York does or needs to, because they're
what
rebuilding.
do we value in Green Bay?
But we have guys like that in our locker room who are tough-nosed.
But
who
what
are
do we
nose to the
value in
grind,
Green Bay?
dude.
What do we value in Green Bay?
We value those things, but we need guys
At a price.
But we need guys who are better than that. He's just not.
But what have we put our money towards, Max? That's what I'm asking you. Like, you say we
Aaron Jones, for example.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Blake Martinez or Aaron Jones? Who would you rather have?
No, I honestly agree with you, but like.
But that's exact. So I'm answering your question. Aaron Jones or Blake Martinez?
Can I ask you? Aaron Jones is the first time the Packers has put money towards anything that's worthwhile.
Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith.
Okay, Preston Smith, yeah, but I won't even put Preston Smith on that list.
Adrian Amos. I mean,
people
like
who
last year, Rick Wagner. He played well. He did get hurt, and we did end up cutting him, but he played well. But we did Billy Turner,
Billy Turner. Okay, that's a guy. Jenkins, guys like the. I don't know,
But all those guys I named were guys we were able to sign because we didn't sign Blake Martinez.
So what do you think? All right, let me ask you this then, because to me, I look at the Packers unit, and I have fallen into the trend of the Packers have not hit the fucking high horse of, all right, we're winning this year and this is what we're doing. The Packers is a team who's playing for the future 120%. That's who I am. So what right now, what's good for the Packers? What is this good that the Aaron Jones signing to me was super foreign to me. It was like, awesome. I didn't even think the Packers would do that. Like, to me right now, the Packers are a team that have all, like, for fucking since Ted Thompson have been a team where it's like, hey, we're going to build a team for 5 years from now. I don't know. So the fact that you say, you know, like, we're signing Aaron Jones, we're not signing.
Okay, the Blake Martinez thing happened two years ago.
Oh, I know that. But like that to me, that's one thing for me. Where as a football guy, that's why I didn't like the Blake Martinez thing. As a football guy, is what has lost the Packers most of their championships, most of their games? Our defense. Right?
Dude, I mean, in the past, last year you could say the defense for sure, but I don't think. I don't know. I don't think the whole. I just don't think the Blake Martinez.
I'm not gonna put all on Blake Martinez. I don't think so either. But like I'm trying to explain in a sense where it's like, a lot of the Packers' history in the past couple years, okay? Most of the Packers' history in the past couple of years has been lost by our defense, and it's right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'll definitely say that.
This is where a strong sense of mine. This past year, best offensive lineman the Packers have ever seen. All right, Jenkins, Lindsley. Fucking anybody, you know, we've had the best offensive lineman the Packers have seen since fucking when, right?
Okay.
But like, I just like, it doesn't make sense to me the way like they don't balance the way they fucking attack, like, okay. The Packers have always either lost because their defense has not been strong enough or their offense has not been strong enough. So, for the first time this year, and before the free agency has even started,
okay,
we have gotten Aaron Jones. All right, we got Aaron Jones. We got MVS. We got Devontae Adams. Defense, we got Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith. We got Jair Alexander, almost whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So where I'm standing is, where can the Packers, for the first time, actually put their power towards where we need to improve on, instead of overlooking. Like last year was a big overlooking year.
I got you.
Okay,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay.
That's where I was just trying to catch
here we go. I get what you're saying.
There you go.
We got a lot of flash, and we got a lot of pretty toys on the outside.
This is why I wanted to bring this, so you could catch my vibe.
We got, everything looks great on the outside.
Okay.
But where the teams, and I get exactly what you're saying, but where teams win championships is from all the little pieces that contribute. So we've got these guys. We've got Amos. We've got Savage. We've got Jair. We've got Zadarius. We've got Kenny. But that's not a whole defense. We're missing the players, the secondary players that develop after a few years and come onto the scene and make a wave. We're missing a free agent that we signed for maybe not as much as you would have thought, or we're just missing that one extra player that we kind of found in free agency that was a good deal, that was a bargain, quote unquote. You know, and we're missing that player on offense and defense, both sides. Exactly what you're saying. We have the flash on both sides, but we don't have is the substance. We don't have the depth to carry us through. We have Devontae, and he's great, and he's amazing. But when a team has a few weeks to figure him out and take him out of the game plan, okay, now we have Aaron Jones, okay? But a team can take two guys out of a game plan, okay, right? So now we're like, okay, who do we have? Aaron Lazard and Jamal Williams. Okay, Bob Tonyan stepped up big, and he played huge, and that was great. So we had those developments on offense. So we're trying to say, okay, let's keep it together on offense. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, Devontae Adams, MVS. I'm pretty sure we're keeping Bob Tonyan. I can't imagine we'd be getting rid of him.
Big Bob Ton is free agency on whatever regulation.
And so yeah, I get what you mean. We're missing the substance. We have the first round talent, and we have the highlight free agents in Za'Darius and Preston and Adrian. But what we're missing is those 5th and 6th round draft picks who have they're in their 3rd and 4th year, and they're like, whoa, who are these guys? These guys are awesome, and that's what we're missing. And it sucks that we can't keep a Blake Martinez. But dude, when he signs for $10.25 million a year, it's like,
I know.
It's like, fuck, dude, we can't keep a guy who we may be able to sign comparable for $5 million a year. But I gotta hit the bathroom quick.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard with the Packers. I mean, we have so many weapons from the offensive line, from the defense. I mean, we have some of the best players that play in the NFL right now. And we got, like I said, Jair Alexander, the best cornerback in the league. We got Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver in the league. We got Aaron Rodgers, the best quarterback in the league. We got Aaron Jones, the best running back in the league. And the hardest thing for me is where do the Packers stand? What does it take for us? What does it take for us to take that step to be the best? And what moves do we have to make to bring us to that next level? Rodgers is the best quarterback to me, to most of people in around me, the best quarterback in the motherfucking league. What does it take for Rodgers to take that next step? What does it take? What does it take for Rodgers to take that fucking next step? Brady's sitting in. It's so hard.
He's getting heated.
Brady's sitting in a league right now where Brady's sitting everybody who's going to Brady is ring chasing.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming to Green Bay to fucking ring chase. No.
But
Brady's ring chasing. Everybody hey, Adrian
what?
Peterson just came out and said, "Hey, I want to go to Tampa Bay cuz I want to ring chase."
If you don't like it, maybe you should have beat him.
Yeah, right?
If we don't like it, we should have beat him.
I know.
If we think it's not fair, then we should have beat him. All the power to him. I mean, 7 rings is what 7 rings
Hey,
will do.
To be honest with you, Max, I don't talk no shit. TB12.
I try, dude.
Hey.
I want to talk shit. I really don't like Tom. I don't like Tom Brady. But at the same time, what am I gonna say? What? I don't like him because he's too good.
Yeah.
I
got no shit to talk about TB12 no more.
I don't
He won his rings. He's gonna continue. He's won the most. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And that sucks. But
does.
What does it take to get why is Rodgers not getting there anymore? Rodgers should have. I'm not gonna settle. I've been a diehard Packer fan since the day I was born. I'm not gonna settle with another quarterback who gets one fucking Super Bowl out of bullshit. Like Brett. Brett only won one Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Against New Orleans.
Yeah.
Rodgers, I
No,
like,
against, New
I
England
fucking forbid
in New
Rodgers.
Orleans.
Yeah, Brett won one against New Orleans.
No, against New England in
New
Orleans.
England in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And won his fucking MVP in. No, he didn't win the
He
MVP.
did. Desmond won.
Yeah, fuck. Hey,
It's alright.
Rodgers, but hey, okay, you know what I'm gonna say? Brett Favre is by my all-time. Rodgers deserves more than Brett Favre. I'm sorry, but he does.
Yeah, Rodgers. I feel like Rodgers put up with a lot of shit.
Well, he's
Whereas
he
like,
just
'cause,
broke
like,
a record. He's got the
Well,
longest tenure.
and what I mean
as
is like,
as a Packer player, he's overcome Brett Favre.
and what I mean is that Favre like built up like the organization was in such a dry spell until Favre got here that it was like, oh, we got a winning season. This is amazing. And then it's like, we're going to the playoffs. This is even better. We won a Super Bowl. This is like Favre took them from like such a dry spell to like such winning expectations. And then Rodgers came along and was like, you better keep this up or otherwise you're terrible. You're not as good as Favre. It's like, well, yeah, no kidding.
I hate that. I hate because, like, I think me and you both, like, you a little earlier than me, but, like, we both kind of came up in the Favre and Rodgers era.
Yeah.
We're like, I love Favre. Dude, I will, and a lot of
Well,
people
dude,
don't
and
respect
you-
that.
you-
I fucking hold Favre down.
Well, dude, and you didn't even see Favre when he was at his best, and neither did I. I barely saw Favre when he was at his best.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I
you
saw
were born in what, in 90?
97,
Dude, Favre was at his best in 96, 97.
95, 96.
Yeah, 95, 96. You, like,
Right as the
That's-
Magic Man was out. Like,
that's when I was, like, 4 or 5 years old,
but
so I
we
didn't
grew
even
up
see
watching
it.
Favre do his magic, dude. Like, we grew
Yeah.
up watching him do his thing. And then I remember, like, me and you, we used to fucking clean your dad's office.
Yeah.
And I remember when Rodgers was drafted. I remember when Jordy Nelson was drafted
Yep.
out of fucking
Kansas State.
Kansas State. And I remember putting a sign on, like, the door saying, like, Jordy Nelson's going to be the fucking next Randy Moss.
Yep.
Like, just out of joke.
Yep.
And turned to come out, like, and this motherfucker turned out, like, and then, like, it came to it, like, me and you, we were Rodgers fans, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Rodgers came out and showed himself. Like, at this point, Rodgers proved, he said, like, to the people, like, I want to play with the Packers. Like, I want to play.
Right.
I've been through this shit. I
Right.
want to play. And if the Packers organization doesn't want me to play, I won't play with them. But he has said, I want to play, dude.
Yep.
And so has Aaron Jones has said, I want to play. Preston Smith, I want to play for the Packers. Zadarius Smith, I want to play for the Packers till I die. All these guys, we got a group of guys where, like, I think we can win. And to be honest, it's kind of a little bit not disgusting, but a little shitty that Rodgers hasn't gotten more crowns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think we have gotten.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think we've gotten left fucking light with the Packers.
Dude, it's shitty, and it's not. It seems like how could it be? But we're also like the whole Brady Belichick thing really like changed the NFL into what
Yeah, that's big talk.
expectations are year in and year out. Like when the Bills going to 4 Super Bowls in a row with Jim Kelly was like the biggest deal.
And then Don Beebe came to the Packers and won a Super Bowl the next year.
Yeah, like it was like that doesn't happen. Didn't happen. I mean, even just the Chiefs going back, they won a Super Bowl, and then they came back and they lost one. But going to Super Bowls back-to-back years, that's pretty rare. Like, that doesn't happen often. So I think, yes, should the Packers have gone to a few more Super Bowls? Absolutely. but there were years when, like, the Seahawks year, when,
Oh, fuck them.
you know what I mean? Like, that year, we probably should have gone to a Super Bowl. I mean, there were other years that, I mean, personally, I think this year, but anyway, like, there were years that we should have
Can I ask you a question,
maximized
Max?
it more. Yeah, what's up?
You think we'll be back,
No. I think,
like, before we have kids? Like, in our time? You
nah.
think we'll be back?
Nah, I think, I really do think that we hit gold with Rodgers and Favre, and we're gonna, I think Love will be okay. I think Love will be serviceable. He'll be good.
Oh, so you're saying Love's going to take over?
Eventually. I think in the next 4 or 5 years. I think just because mainly because he won't have to
Yeah,
he won't
Tim
have
Boyle's gone.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he won't have any tape on him for him to be like, no, I deserve a big contract. The Packers are going to be the only team that are going to be like, eventually say, hey, we believe in you. We want you to be our quarterback going forward. So he'll be like 27, 28 years old when he takes over for the Packers, and he'll be okay, but never get us over the top, and we'll just flounder away at quarterback for 10, 20 years, I'm sure, and we'll never see another golden age like this again, and we'll think back.
So you think this is the end of the golden age?
I think realistically, yeah. I mean, unless we just like one year we absolutely just suck and we luck into like a quarterback that we're like, holy shit, we got this guy in this draft. Unless it's something like that, but
Can I say something to you, man?
Yeah.
This is the first time that, like, so obviously we never intended on Rodgers being the next big thing.
Right.
But after Rodgers, like, I didn't expect, but I always thought, like, there could be a next big thing.
Well, but hold on.
No, but you, not you, but, like, the love and, like, even Tim Boyle, like, at this point, this is the first time as a Packer fan where I'm like, I do not see a next big thing anymore. I don't.
Right? And that's the weird thing because what I was going to say is even when we did draft Rodgers, when we drafted him, he was like the consensus like second best, like he was considered to be like a very good quarterback, like a really really good quarterback. It just so happened to work out that no other teams needed a quarterback.
Well, it's because fucking dude went to San Francisco and he went to Green Bay.
Yeah, so like it was just like the weirdest thing how
Alex Smith.
yeah, so that's where like this is just a little different.
Hey,
We're like,
shout out Alex Smith. Glad you're doing okay.
yeah, dude almost died.
Hey,
And then came back and kept playing football.
what a guy.
What the fuck, man?
Literally, dude almost lost his leg. Shout out
Dude, and
Alex
then-
Smith.
And then they're like, dude, your leg is
You
so
remember that? You
Yeah.
remember when
yeah, dude, they were like, your leg's so infected you might die.
you remember when
what?
Eli Manning got drafted and he like traded his shit? Wasn't he drafted the same year as Aaron Rodgers?
No. Eli Manning was with
When did
Ben
he trade his?
Roethlisberger.
Remember, he was like, I don't want to play for the Chargers.
Yeah.
I want to play for the Giants.
That was with Ben Roethlisberger,
And
Phillip Rivers, and
Drew
Eli
Smith
Manning.
Drew Smith.
It wasn't Drew Brees. Drew Brees was not in that draft.
Who was that?
It was Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Phillip Rivers. That was the big three quarterbacks in that draft.
Was Alex Smith was in the same draft as Aaron Rodgers then, right?
Yeah. So
Yes.
It was Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers. So it was basically Alex Smith was considered the better of the two. Like, that was what people kind of thought. But some people are like, well, if Rodgers goes number 1, Alex Smith will for sure go number 2. But if Alex Smith goes number 1,
Rodgers went like 24.
Rodgers could go like who knows when. So Alex Smith went number 1, and then Rodgers dropped all the way down to us at number 24. So it was weird because like Rodgers was for sure the second best quarterback in that draft. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was like the number 2, but it was just like no one else needed a quarterback that badly where if it was Alex Smith, people would have thought they wanted him more than Rodgers. So people so that's why like Rodgers fell. Whereas like Jordan Love, like there were like 3 other quarterbacks that people had ahead of Jordan Love. So it was kind of weird when the Packers traded for him because they didn't think they would really need him. But anyway, it is more complicated than that. I didn't explain it well. But anyway.
I think, now Tim Boyle just got released.
Yeah, so Love is
Love's
for sure
number 2.
The numero dos.
So he gets to finally put pads on, I guess.
Yeah, about damn time.
I don't know.
But.
Well, all right. Yeah. I actually got some info.
You got some info. What do you got?
Well, I just had info on Aaron Jones. Aaron
Oh,
Jones signs a 4-year, $48 million contract. $48 million contract.
Yeah.
Jones, a 5th-round draft pick by the Packers out of UTEP in 2017, ranked the 4th in the NFL season with 1,104 rushing yards despite missing 2 games.
2 games.
With a calf injury. He made his Pro Bowl, becoming the lowest drafted Packer running back since Dorsey Levens.
Dorsey the horsey.
Also a 5th-round draft pick in 1997. It was Jones' second straight 1,000-yard rushing season. He rushed for 1,084 yards and led the NFL with 19 touchdowns in 2019. Including the playoff season, he scored 23 times, the most for a season in team history. Jones, 26, is one of only 2 players in NFL history to post 3,000 yards.
Whoa.
3,000 yards. Rushing, 3,364 yards, 34-plus rushing touchdowns with an average of 5-plus carrying yards per carry in the first 4. I think I read that right. I don't fucking know. But hey, we also signed Preston.
Well, we didn't sign him. We restructured
We
his
re-signed
contract.
Preston Smith.
We didn't re-sign him. We restructured his contract.
Fuck you, Max.
I'm just saying. We didn't
No, you're right.
re-sign
You're
him.
100%. All right, so hey,
Don't
we
say
restructured.
Fuck me then. Fuck
No,
you.
fuck me. Hey, so we restructured old Preston. So this is how his thing went. $1 million base. Okay. $6.5 million signing bonus, split evenly as $3.25 million cap hit each in 2021 to 2022. $300,000 per game active roster bonuses. $200,000 workout bonus. $4.4 million in non-likely to be earned sack incentive, which do not get charged to the 2021 cap. So the sack incentive kick is 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 sacks for the 2021 season. Thus, Smith achieves 14 sacks mark, he would earn full incentive amount and actually exceed $12 million in cash. So he's got some things to take care of.
Yeah, man. So if he can if he has 16 sacks, he'll make like $16 million or some crazy shit.
Jesus.
But hey, real quick, I just want to read you something, really, really quick. Okay, this is Pro Football Focus, so they grade NFL players, snap by snap. They grade them, and then they average everything up into their top players. And so this is their top linebackers, okay? These are their top 25 linebackers. Number 1, Bobby Wagner. Levante David. Darius Leonard. Demario Davis. Deion Jones. Eric Kendricks. Jalen Smith. Corey Littleton. Alexander Johnson. Jayon Brown. Fred Warner. Leighton Vander Esch, Zach Cunningham, Benardrick McKinney, Jamie Collins, Matt Miliano, Joe Schobert, Miles Jack, Shaq Thompson, Danny Trevathan, Devin Bush, Tremaine Edmonds, KJ Wright,
The Bush.
Dre Greenlaw, Roquan Smith. I don't hear Blake Martinez's name anywhere in the top 25. So
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying all these Packer fans out, because I hear a lot of Packer fans like, "Whoa, Blake Martinez." Dude is good. He's a good player.
He's consistent, like AJ Hawk was. No one appreciates that.
He's not worth the money he's getting when he's not even in the top 25. That's all I gotta say.
I agree.
That's all I gotta say. And I hold Blake Martinez accountable. And he better be in the guy.
Hey!
He better be in the top.
Hey!
Hey, Blake Martinez, I'm calling you out. You better be a
Calling you
top.
out.
You better be a top 10 linebacker next year, huh? Because you made $10.25 million. You're stealing from the New York football fucking Giants, all right, motherfucker. So
hey.
I'm calling you out. I'm holding your ass accountable.
Hey, we're about to move on to our joke of the week.
I thought we did the joke of the week.
Oh, did I do it already?
I thought you did it.
Did I do it?
I'm pretty sure you did it.
I already did my joke of the week.
I think we might be wrapping
Did I?
up here. Yeah.
Hey, me and Max are going to get $50 tattoos this week. We talk Packer
Wait.
talk.
What was the joke? What was the premise again of the joke of the week?
I don't think I told it.
All right, say it again.
God damn it. I know I did tell it.
I'm pretty sure you did tell
No,
it.
I
though.
definitely told it.
You did tell it. You can tell it again though. Say it twice.
Good for me. Find it.
No, don't. If you already said it. All I'm saying is that Blake Martinez sucks a whole lot of ass. Him and Tom.
Hey, Blake Martinez sucks a whole lot of ass.
Him and Tom probably get along real well.
Hey,
huh?
Tom, huh?
Hey!
Hey, Maximilian.
Yes, sir.
It's episode 21.
Episode 21, brother. It's been a show, man.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
I think we're just about wrapping up here. Should we recap? Should we do a recap?
Yeah, let's recap.
Let's do a recap of episode 20.
Yo, we landed on $50 tattoos.
We landed on $50 tattoos.
Finally.
So,
Okay. Give us our... Yeah, that...
because of traveling and whatnot.
Fuck traveling.
So we're gonna record. We're not gonna be recording a week from today on the 22nd. We're gonna be recording 2 weeks from today on March 29th.
So we're not gonna be back here next Monday.
No.
Next Monday, yay.
We will be here Monday, March 29th.
Nice. Oh.
On that day, we will have the unboxing. We will have the tattoo reveal. And we will be revealing what our what our next monthly challenge is
Oh,
gonna be.
big episode.
So episode 22 is gonna be
Huge.
fucking big.
Huge.
It's gonna be a huge fucking episode.
Not only are we gonna show our new tattoos, we're gonna show. I'm gonna bring the unboxing. Max has no idea what the fuck it is.
No idea.
He has no idea.
I'm excited.
He's gonna be stoked. So I'm gonna bring a new unboxing. We're gonna hold the new monthly challenge and the tattoo.
the tattoo unveil.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
pumped.
It's gonna be
So we have
episode 22 is gonna be a big episode. So we got a big 2 weeks ahead of us.
So we're not gonna do anything this next coming week.
Well, no. I mean, we're gonna do the tattoo, and we're
Well,
gonna
I'm saying like week wise.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think getting the tattoo, like figuring out for me personally, like what I'm gonna do, get a quick little idea of what I'm gonna do, and then getting it done. Like we're gonna try to get it done together. I'm assuming, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll try to this week figure out maybe like tomorrow we'll call a place and get it set up for like sometime in 2 weeks from now.
I bet.
And then we'll just have until then to figure out what we're getting.
It's the best.
So, yeah.
Alright, so next episode we're gonna come with new tattoos. I'm gonna come with awesome surprises.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So Max, you don't even know what it is. Nobody knows what
No
it is.
idea.
Yeah. So new tattoos, new surprises, and
A new monthly
challenge.
That we're thinking we're gonna try to do one together this month.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's do that, man.
Let's do one together.
Yeah.
I
Let's do
think
one
so,
together.
though. All right, I'm gonna write this all down. New monthly challenge.
I'm gonna be so drunk for work tomorrow.
New tattoos. New unboxing. Oh,
Dude,
this is gonna be.
this unboxing, Max.
It's gonna be great.
The pack's on the grass, now they're gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
Heyo,
I'm sorry.
That's
I
what
had
that
no
unboxing's
idea.
gonna be like.
Dude, this unboxing's you're gonna like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Like you're gonna love it. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Man.
I got like a really good surprise for you. It's hey, let me tell you this. It's easy going, just nice. You're just gonna be pumped.
All right.
You're just like, when you see it, you're gonna be like,
All right. I'm
know what I
excited.
mean?
All right. We got.
But at the same time, we're gonna have new
we
tattoos.
have a new tattoo.
So
I'm gonna
like,
get HUA real big across my chest. Fucking.
I might have HUA on my knuckles next weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
I might have it on my eyelids.
I might have it on my butt cheeks. I
And
don't
just
know
my
where
cheeks.
to put
I might just have it right on my cheeks. Right on my cheeks.
Right
Right down my
on
nose.
cheeks.
Let me do it right down
Right
my
on my
nose.
cheeks.
Right down my nose.
Okay, so let me tell you guys,
HUA.
you're gonna have new HUA
Semi-
stuff,
Shit.
but then you also might have new
My
HUA
neck.
guys.
Just get a big HUA neck tattoo right in the front of my neck.
Okay, me and Max are gonna have to talk about this.
A big H on the right side or left side, U in the middle, A. Or no, it'd have to be the opposite. So for the reader to be, for the person to be able to read it, it would be H on my right side, U in the middle, A on my left side. That's what I'm gonna do.
Holy shit!
Big
we're
old
gonna have
neck
so
tattoo.
much cool shit.
Big old neck tattoo.
Oh, big on that chick.
Big old neck
Big
tattoo.
time, big time, big time.
Big old neck tattoo.
Big time.
All because of the dice.
Oh, it's nice.
Big, huge neck
Great.
tattoo because of the dice.
You
Thanks,
guys-
dice.
Hey, thanks, Dice. Thanks, everybody, for,
Yeah.
I wish I could find it right now.
Yeah, should we wrap her up here? Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Yeah.
I think we have. I think the biggest episode we have is tomorrow or next week.
A couple weeks from
It's
now.
about to be the biggest
It's about
episode
to be.
of Hold Us Accountable.
We're gonna try to get Tom and Decker on the episode.
Yeah, keep talking.
And episode 22 is gonna be huge, regardless of who is on it, because of the things we're gonna be unveiling. Man, we got tattoos, we got gifts, we have new monthly challenges. Carl's gonna be bringing a guitar. He's gonna be singing and strumming.
Oh, yeah, I will be stringing and strumming.
We'll probably be talking more Packer talk because it'll just be even more news is going to be coming through. Episode 22 is going to be huge.
Episode 21.
No, this is episode 21.
Episode 22 is going to be huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tattoos,
man.
Tattoos.
Gifts. New monthly challenges.
Oh, Max, I got a gift for you guys.
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is
valuable. So thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now
Ladies
you're
and
just
gentlemen,
with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who
like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them.
And then there's the listeners that get up out of their comfort zone, try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable. Hey, thank you everyone for listening to episode 21 of Hold Us Accountable. We can't wait to get into next week, but you know,
Hey, Max,
it's gonna be a few days.
Hey, just wait till you open up your gift next week, buddy.
Can't wait.
We'll have new tattoos. We'll have new stuff to figure. Kill it.